know, which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you are hearing me. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly. Welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode 223. The first episode for the year 2020. Happy New Year. I trust that everybody is okay. I trust that everybody is healthy. Trust that everybody would have enjoyed the Yuletide and festive season. And whether you're home or abroad, I trust that 2020 will be a wonderful, prosperous, productive, fruitful year for everyone. Peeps, good night. For the persons who are at work, I trust that your shift will end early and you will get home to your family in very short order. For the persons who are on their way home from work, I trust that you will get home safely. But for the people in Modeo, ready for listen to each other about some things we have to jam down. Jamrock, Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vibes Cartel, Buju Banton, Shelly and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson, Portia Simpson, Marcus, Mosiah Garvey, and some whole heap more peeps. Good night. Soon circle.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them. You know, which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey, yo, hello. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey, yo, we always up to something. Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Having a few technical issues, peeps. Not sure why that is the situation. I'm trying to rectify that. Just give me a minute. I don't know. Yeah, peeps, that's it. Good night, everyone. First, let me say I am not feeling well. I was going to cancel the stream tonight, but because I never stream Wednesday night, and I mean, it's the first stream for the year, but decided me and push it. Would have gone back to work today, had staff meeting for practically the entire day, and then had a meeting with the principal in my department because there are some changes there and teachers moving to other areas and replacement and a bag of chips. Came home, did a video, wanted to do another one, but just couldn't manage, so I went to sleep. Wake up feeling even worse than before I went to sleep, but one of them things. We're there, peeps. You understand me? I say, hope all is well. You don't know anything. Go. Big up to the people that were there from early. Big up to the persons who would have been engaging each other in the comments section. May I say Barry J, Christopher Lee, Miss Sophia Kobe, Kerry J, Dexter Freeman, Miss Ruth Daly, Delroy, Stuart, all of the people that were there. Big up on yourself. Big up some more people. Look more. So we could get up already now, peeps. I do not know that this will be a long stream. Please, I'm telling you, my head a tear off. And my head not really small, you know. So you know, say headache and normal. It's a big headache. You understand? But what there, I give thanks, said we. You understand me? I say, we live to see the start of another year. You understand? Many persons were not afforded that opportunity. So we give thanks. You understand? Things are perfect, but things could be much, much worse. Done. The stream current bitrate is lower than recommended. So I want to fix that now. What me for do? You understand me? I say, you got a soup. Oh, that's a new thing. Okay, I am just. Oh, okay. Miss Charm Lolly, good night. She said, hello, teach and everyone. Happy New Year at work. We'll watch later. Okay, Empress. Thanks so much for your continued support. Thanks so much for your financial contribution. Really and truly appreciate it. You understand? Hopefully your shift will end soon. Hopefully you get to catch the last part of the stream before I go sleep still. See? And them things. Yes, I. Okay. I wonder if them I say that or me alone I say that. Look, I come me alone I see it. 2019 was a wonderful year in some regards, was a terrible year in some regards. It is now behind us. We have now commenced the journey into another year, a year that hope springs eternal, but a year that possibly will be challenging as it relates to certain things affecting Jamaica. Crime immediately comes to mind. Unemployment, social issues, political issues, economic issues. But at the end of the day, we are here and we are here for a reason. And as such, all of us have a responsibility, have a role to play, whether we are home or in the diaspora. We have a responsibility to our country, to Jamaica land we love, and we ought to, in any way possible, in a constructive and meaningful way, contribute to the development of this country. It's not easy, you understand, but if you and I don't do it, then who will do it? So that's one of the, I guess that should be one of our goals for this year. Try to make Jamaica a better place this year than it was last year. No, that is no easy feat, but nothing try, nothing done. You understand me? I say, please share the stream on your social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp groups, and WhatsApp statuses and such. I can move on. So I could talk about a few successes. My head looks so big tonight. Probably just big. I know I want trim to, but the head look like you put on the coat. You know what I mean? Size like what? I don't know. I could talk about a few successes by the police over the festive period now and thing. 9 guns, including AK-47, bagged by cops between Monday and Wednesday. Good going that, you know. We give thanks. You understand what I say? The heightened operational activities by the police over the New Year holiday season have resulted in the seizure of 9 firearms and 86 rounds of ammunition off the nation's streets between Monday, December 30 and Wednesday, January 1. Poochilly, good night. Operations within the various geographical divisions yielded the following in relation to the seizure of firearm and ammunition. In St. Catherine North, 3 firearms including an AK-47 assault rifle. St. Andrew Central, 2 firearms, not sure the description. St. James, 2 firearms. Trelawney, 1 firearm. Kingston Western, 1 firearm. So in the first incident, the St. Catherine North Police seized a Taurus 9mm pistol and a magazine containing 14 9mm rounds of ammunition in Chapel Top, Kitson Town in St. Catherine on the 30th of December. So a man has been apprehended in connection with the seizure. You know that the Dover shooting would have occurred on the outskirts of Kitson Town. Was that weapon one of those? We don't know. I guess time will tell. Reports are that about midday, lawmen were conducting an operation in the area when the accused man's premises was searched and the firearm and ammunition were reportedly found in a room. Father Richie, I see you, brother. Big up yourself, you know. You understand me? I say? He was arrested. However, his identity is being withheld pending further investigation. In the second incident in the division, an AK-47 assault rifle and 5 rounds of ammunition were seized during an operation by the Spanish Town Police along Marchpen Road in St. Catherine on the 31st of December. So reports are that about 7:40 a.m., a search of bushes in the area was carried out and the weapon was found under a tree. Oh, an AK-47 is just cooling out under a tree. I mean, Why not? No one was arrested in connection with the seizure. Investigations continue into the discovery. A Sig Sauer 9mm pistol and 25 rounds of ammunition were also seized on Burke Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on the 31st of December. So 2 men were taken into custody following the seizure. Report from the Spanish Town police are that about 4:10 p.m., lawmen were on patrol along Burke Road when 2 men who were acting in a manner that arose the suspicion of the police were accosted and searched, and the weapon was reportedly found. The officers also reportedly seized 3 lead sheets containing identity information of persons living overseas. So in short, them money might be scammers. Yeah? Norland Baxter, Blessings family. The men were subsequently arrested. However, their identities are being withheld pending further investigations. So in the St. Andrew Central Division, the Matilda's Corner Police seized a Glock 19C 9mm pistol, a Taurus 9mm pistol, 2 magazines and 29mm rounds of ammunition on the Cedar Valley Road in St. Andrew on December 31st. 3 men were arrested in connection with the seizure. So reports are that about 8:35 p.m., police were conducting an operation on Cedar Valley Road when they signaled the driver of a white Toyota Probox motor car to stop. A search of the vehicle and the 3 occupants reportedly resulted in the firearm and ammunition being found and seized. The vehicle has since been seized and the men arrested. Their identities again being withheld pending further investigations. So a team of officers assigned to the Halfway Tree police station later seized a .45 Colt pistol with 1 cartridge on Riverside Drive in Kintyre, Augustown. A man was taken into custody and has been charged by the police. He is 23-year-old Jonathan Coote, a chef of Riverside Drive, who has been charged with illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition. So reports are that about 11:25 p.m. a team was on patrol in Riverside Drive when Coote's behavior aroused their suspicion. He was accosted and searched, and the firearm and ammunition was reportedly found in his possession. He was subsequently arrested and charged. So a court date has not been ascertained for him or set for him, I'm not sure. So in St. James, a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 2 9mm rounds was seized by the police while on mobile patrol in Roehampton, Cambridge in the parish on the 31st of December. A man was arrested in connection with the seizure. Yeah, man, we like when arrests go on with the fine that the guns them to cause. You know what I think. Zane, alright, so fine. I will refresh this because I look what thing go on this one. So reports now are that about 8:30 p.m. law enforcement officials were on operation in the area when the accused arose their suspicion. He was accosted, searched, and the firearm was reportedly found in his possession. His identity is being withheld pending further investigation, as you can imagine. Later, a joint police military team seized a Taurus PT 24/7 Pro DS.45 pistol with one round of ammunition on Water Lily Crescent in Norwood, St. James. 2 men were held in connection with the seizure. Yo, me can't do the stream now, you know. You know, say the police them seize a whole heap of gun like. You understand? Me I start feel look better. Me never read the article. There's only about 2 articles that I will be sharing tonight that I have actually read. So I kind of stream blind tonight. So you understand what I say? So I'm gonna see with me like my blindness like. You understand? In Trelawney, a 9mm pistol with 5 9mm rounds was seized in Bottom New Hope District, Warsop in the parish. A man was arrested in connection with the seizure. He is 36-year-old Leighton Johnson, otherwise called Lion or Pepsi, a mason of New Hope, Troy in the parish. So reports are that about 10:39 p.m., a team of officers from the Ulster Spring Police Station was conducting an operation in the area when they observed a gathering at a bar. Upon further observation, Johnson's actions aroused their suspicion. He was subsequently searched and the firearm was reportedly found in his possession. He has been charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. In Kingston, reports from the Denham Town Police are that about 2:10 a.m., officers were on operation on 8th Street in Trenchtown when a Desert Eagle firearm with a magazine containing 13.357 rounds was seized on the 31st of December. Some man has been arrested in relation to the seizure, but his identity will know the rest. You understand? Well done to the police officers. Well done to the law enforcement officials who continue to go above and beyond their call of duty to try to establish or create some semblance of order amidst the chaos and anarchy that currently permeates across this country. Oh, that sounded very intelligent just now. And then I say, many didn't feel bad. White Shadow Videos JA, Blessings Family. You understand? Miss Joy England, all of the people them, Miss Joan Gray, Dante, Peter May, big up on yourself. Zine, so despite the fact that the struggles still continue, crime and violence, the country's murder rate, the police force would have been out in their numbers. I can't speak to that specifically because I was out and about there are a few over the festive period, but never touch the road a lot because I can't bother with the crowd more time. See, and I just can't bother with the road neither. Plus, I just immerse myself in a work on the channel for the December period and them something there. See, and I try build some evergreen content. So I need to take on a treat like that. But when I went on the road, the presence of the police was felt. The numbers were more than they usually are. So I must say that at least some vision was present in the dispensation of human resources from the JCF over the festive period. And I am sure that we probably would have been reporting a few more cases of violence were it not for the sheer number of police officers proliferating the streets across the nation. So well done to the hierarchy of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and well done to the police officers who had to be out there in the line of duty away from their family, even on Christmas Day. You understand what I say? So big up to the officers them. Well done the siege of guns and ammunition and the arrest of persons deemed violence producers or carriers of these illegal weapons. Big up to the police officers them. You understand? When them do bad, you know, we beat them like, but when them do good, we have to say, yo, well done. Well done. Well done, all police officers. You understand? The song not really goes to see, but we kind of build it like. You see? Yeah, man. But then, life is about balance, and where there is good, there is also evil. Done. Prior to the seizure of Dave Grant, blessings. Prior to the seizure of the whole heap of guns and ammunition, Jamaica would have been through a very turbulent year where the blood of many Jamaicans would have flowed, in many cases innocently, in a number of other cases criminals are killing criminals. But the reality is that in that innocent bystanders and innocent family members and friends got caught up in the exchange of gunfire, and as such would have lost some good people from our midst in 2019. Murders galore, shootings, other violent crimes also up in 2019. Father Light chat about manners are speaking up. Up to Saturday, December 28th, there were 1,326 murders committed in Jamaica according to official police statistics. The number is 43 more than the similar period in 2018. I remember there were still three more days after the 28th, so I am sure that number would have increased, not necessarily dramatically, but it would have increased somewhat, unfortunately. So up to the 28th, we had a situation where there were 43 more Jamaicans killed compared to the corresponding period in 2018. It also represents a 3.4% increase in murders. Yeah? The police statistics for serious and violent crimes as of December 28 revealed. Well done, Zane Peeps. In the meantime, when you can check out the merch shelf, I guess the people in Jamaica won't be able to see it unless you're using a VPN. If you're watching the stream from overseas, be it wherever outside of Jamaica, I think you'll be able to see the merch shelf. So you can go view it one of them time if you don't know about it and buy something out of the store. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Support for sure. The number is 43, as I said earlier. Also, there were 1,246 or 90 more shootings for the period, reflecting a 7.8% increase in those incidents, along with 484 rapes. Well, reported, that is, you and me know, say, probably there were more cases of rape, but some persons, the victims, may not have been inclined to report said unfortunate situation. So 484 rapes and 361 aggravated assaults, which was a 3.8 decline for rapes and 4.7 decline for aggravated assault. So in the midst of the challenges, there was a glimmer of hope. The country saw a total of 3,417 serious and violent crimes, which is 96 more than the 2018 period, which is a 2.9% increase. So commenting on the figures, opposition spokesman on national security Fitz Jackson said that the statistics indicate that the measures implemented by the state were unable to reduce crime. By virtue of the number we are looking at, it is clear that the government is, well, what the government is doing has not worked, and it is not going, well, and it is not giving the desired results. It's a matter of fact, not a matter of opinion anymore, he stated, arguing that the murders continue to increase even in areas where the state of emergencies are enforced. And forget about the political vitriol and rhetoric. The reality is that everything what Fitz Jackson said is absolutely correct. You understand? Furthermore, Jackson said the boots on the ground are exhausted and their productivity impaired as a result. The personnel involved are exhausted and their productivity has been compromised in a significant way. It is not like any other work. You are talking about security of the communities. There is no effective policing taking place in these areas, and the criminals are aware. They are not hiding anymore in some holes. Jackson said criminals have made their own assessment of security operations and are taking evasive action such as using alternate routes, while you have a dip in the SOE areas. What they do not showcase is that the numbers increase in other areas, and that is why you have increased year to year. The criminals have now seen the modus operandi of the security forces, and they operate around them. Simple thing. Jackson re-emphasized that separate from fatalities, shootings and other crimes contribute to the level of anxiety and fear among the citizenry. The levels of burglaries and robberies have increased. These are persons whose space have now been intruded into by a criminal that cause them to fear. The fear is not a notion or an idea because you cannot count it. Quality of life is affected. Fear levels have been driven up by murders, shootings, robberies, break-ins, he elaborated. Now, according to the Jamaica Constabulary Force's data, there was 1,189 reported robberies between January 1 and December 28, which is 101 more than the similar period last year. 1,210 reported break-ins, 36 more than the period last year. Reported larceny dropped by 7.9%, or 12 incidents less compared to last year. Meanwhile, firearms recovery declined from 718 to 660 for the period, while 14,264 rounds of ammunition were seized for 6 categories of weapons, an increase of 3,048 over the similar period. So they would have found more rounds of ammunition compared to the previous year. I mean, that is good. 67% or 422 of the weapons recovered were pistols, while revolvers accounted for 108, or the second largest category. The data reveals that 103 of the guns were stolen, 75 more than the recorded 2018 data. Wow. At the same time, the police made 13,019 arrests and charged for the period, 360 less than 2018. See? The least number of arrests and charged since 2016, when there were 14,593. The Criminal Investigation Branch accounts for 4,570 of the arrests this year. Additionally, there has been an increase in motor vehicle theft from 448 to 613, equaling that of the similar period for 2016. The total includes 93 motorcycles, but the majority of units stolen were motor cars. 468 of them reported. Woo, I'm tired. Additionally, there has been an increase in, I said that already. Jackson said that the opposition welcomes the start of the multi-stakeholder engagement on crime, but that for the immediate crime suppression, the SOEs should be dismantled and static police military points established in these areas where intelligence indicates that a presence is necessary. He said checkpoints would allow for a more frequent rotation of police and soldiers and reduce the number of personnel needed. With greater mobility of the force, you can multiply their presence throughout those spaces. It is not the SOEs that bring the success. It is the relationship building between the police and citizens, and the cooperation to keep the criminals out. Those are the kinds of things we want to see multiplied, and to come up with additional measures, he said. Wow, a recap the tiring. So that was a synopsis, an overview, then a summary of the crime situation, recovery situation of weapons and ammunition, arrest situation, violent crime situation in the country over the calendar year, well, from January 1 to 20 and December 28 anyways. 306 reasoning with Nas. Father Nassan, big up yourself and a brother. Teach them. Appreciate your work. Continue to reach them in the new year, boss. Blessings. Say a word in a big brother. You know, we intend for continue putting the work, you understand, for continue for disseminate credible, factual, concise, precise information as best as we can in a very timely manner. Manners and respect for the continued support. Yes, sir. Appreciate the financial contribution likewise. Manners and respect. Yes, sir. Woo! I'm so tired. What a confrontation this will be. Now look at me. At 2:45. I wanna go home. You understand? Supreme Court holding area has come into the spotlight again. Chucka one, big up yourself. In recent times, there was some discussion around the fact that the Chief Justice, Brian Sykes, blasted police officers for allowing persons in their custody to be smoking marijuana and all sort of things in the holding area cells at the Supreme Court. We've seen a situation where there has been reports, assumptions, aspersions that there may be tuberculosis present, or strains of said ailment in the holding area of the Supreme Court. 3 policemen who were assigned to the holding area of the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston have reportedly contracted TB. I don't know why the video in the background is so choppy. I mean, I'm changing. You understand? The Police Federation is investigating the development in which it is suspected that the men were infected while guarding a prisoner who had the disease. It is understood that one of the policemen has been admitted to hospital in a serious condition, while the other 2 are receiving treatment after visiting their private physicians. TB is a serious infectious disease that mainly affects the lungs. The bacteria that causes TB are spread from one person to another through tiny droplets that are released into the air by coughing or sneezing. So I am left now to wonder how many persons in this country may be ailing with TB at this point in time. Yes, and in addition with that prisoner in question and those 3 police officers. You feel what I say? However, the correctional services and the Supreme Court has come out swinging, say, not so fast. No way, Jose. You understand? No TB in prisons, say Department of Correctional Services. But, my clarity, who give your streaming a thumbs down. You know me not know any brother. You understand? But we're not too even responsible for them. You understand what I say? No matter what you're doing in life, people are gonna like it, people not gonna like it. I want them things. You can't fight it. You have to just take the good with the bad. You understand? Well, the bad with the good. Because it's more good than bad. Way more good. You understand what I say? I just want them things, brother. We don't matter if two meds it no more. You understand? We get over that. What are the odds that 3 policemen assigned to the holding cells at the Supreme Court have been diagnosed with TB? And now for the Department of Correctional Services to charge, to declare, to state that there is no TB in the correctional services. So it's where them 3 police there get it from. Dexter Thompson, Director of Corporate Communications at the DCS, the Department of Correctional Services, has dismissed claims made by relatives of inmates that there are suspected cases of TB at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Facility, more popularly known as GP. There is nothing true to that. I am not aware of anything like that. The case we are hearing about is the police. The matter has nothing to do with GP or any of our correctional centers that we have. Our inmates and correctional officers are fine, he said. So earlier this week, it was reported that at least 3 policemen were suffering from suspected TB symptoms, as I said. See, they were allegedly exposed at the Supreme Court. But then, many of the criminal, well, I don't know still. But according to the wife of an inmate, at least 1 person has died behind bars from the deadly disease. She accused prison officials of sweeping the matter under the carpet. My husband told me that at least 1 person died there, allegedly, and even now there is an inmate at a corporate area hospital because he is suspected to have the disease. But I am assuming that because they are prisoners, the matter is not looked upon as being important, she said. Somebody just comment, Lyndon Johnson, policeman, and catch it from Go-Go Club. But you tell me, so them 3 policemen, they are party and got the same Go-Go Club, Lyndon, and I wish Go-Go Club have TB. Because you have to make me known as a man in the streets, you know, Lyndon. Because next thing you know, I end up on a Go-Go Club with TB today. You said TD get TB, then the sound ringing, but then that not nice like. So you have to make me know these things. You understand? When I can't take serious things, but jokes sometimes start. Yo! Ah, boy. The Court Management Services, CMS, responded to the reports of the suspected TB cases. There is no established link between the Supreme Court and the police officers who have reportedly contracted TB. The Court Management Services wishes to advise the public that the Supreme Court remains open and the matters will proceed as scheduled. A part of the release read. You understand? So I don't know. And this is not a matter where we can just throw on the carpet, because the reality is that we all know sometimes how government agencies and entities operate. See, and in order to do damage control, they color the facts, they color the truth, you understand, to suit their own agenda. I am not saying that they are doing it in this case, but we know that it has been done before. We know it continues to happen in many agencies and entities within the government. So, I don't know that. So, we are saying now, if there is, as a matter of fact, the moment people are alleging and creating a situation where there is concern, the Ministry of Health should prepare a team to look into the situation. Because the reality is that if 3 police officers have shown or presented symptoms of TB, it means then that they may have gone into public spaces, coughed or sneezed, seeing, and TB is currently being spread across the country. You understand what I say? So it would be very foolhardy for us to try to do damage control when the damage not really start yet. You understand? So if there's any possibility, seeing, why I need for buy one lens to that camera now, cause no matter how much light in my face, I still see grainy. I'm gonna turn on the lights. I'm gonna know. Zin, no one will benefit should there be an outbreak of TB when at this point in time, if the allegations are true, it could be investigated, contained, and the spread could be abated. But knowing us, we prefer cover it up, Zane, put band-aid over the little cut, cover it up, so no cut no go on until it's done sore foot and we have to cut off the foot. That's how we operate in other country, you know. So I would not want to sit here in this chair, Zane, and there are actual cases, confirmed case of TB with policemen who are assigned to their only common place of location is the Supreme Court, and them diagnosed with TB, and there are allegations that an inmate would have died and one is being hospitalized for presenting with TB symptoms, and we're hearing say no TB, no day, no prison, and no police officer. So, we need to fix up on thing. We start 2020 trying to join it in a shroud over people. Yeah, if a thing exists, we deal with the thing and treat with the thing, and don't try to cover up the thing and then the thing turn out one big or sore and you say he, she, and everybody have TB. It's not something to but I don't know still. We are such a evasive and defensive people. You understand? How much investigation would have been done before the CMS and the DCS released those statements publicly, denouncing the presence of tuberculosis? You understand what I say? How much technical expertise would have been afforded to the investigation? Or was there an investigation? But we are watching it and saying, member say, when did say, nothing down there now. And I personally will be here to take the CMS and the DCS the task should there be any further developments, cases of TB, whether done at GP or people associated with the Supreme Court. You know. So I write it down. You know. As I said, I will be here and I will be very vocal and very, very, very direct in those series of videos that will follow should there be an outbreak of TB down at GP or down on the Supreme Court in the very near future. Hearing that, the CMS has said nothing no go so, and the director I don't remember them name, correctional services has said nothing no go so. Me I want on you know. Yeah, stay there. You understand? Serious thing that. Peeps. You know, I am not somebody who get annoyed easily at times. Sometimes me an edge. You understand? But there are a couple of things that really and truly annoy the life out of me. And one of these things is a situation where Jamaicans make sacrifices, be it their time, be it money, be it family, whatever it is, they make sacrifices. Trying to to provide for their family. So they invest time, money, energy, effort, sweat, blood, and tears in a hustle, in their job. And some men who, I know some people are going to say, but teach and job not for them, don't tell me that. Some men who are willing to do nothing productive, Zine, you understand what I say? For themselves, sit down and prey on, target, rob, extort these hard-working, law-abiding Jamaicans who are trying to fend for themselves and their family. That annoys me. That irritates me. See? Case in point. Thieves plague fish farm. High-tech security fails to nab thugs. Noel Wilson, which is elder right here, sir, a businessman who runs a fish farm in Hill Run, St. Catherine, is at his wit's end as thieves continue to make inroads into his investment by stealing his freshwater fish, despite employing several security measures to keep the thugs out. Spread over 106 acres, Aqua Wilson Farm has 81 acre ponds. Well, has 81 acre ponds stocked with tilapia. Zine, which should make for a lucrative business. The problem for Wilson is that the thieves are cutting into his profits, and despite investment in digital technology and good old-fashioned theft deterrents like dogs, the criminals still manage to stay ahead of the businessman. Corny Adlam, blessings. Six Boss Williams, El Chapo Scott, bless. Gregory White, Manners. Mojo Peter, Cindy Basie, blessings. Miss me what? Ah boy. Business has been good for Wilson, who started with a 42 acre plot 20 years ago and has steadily expanded his acreage, as well as business operations during that time. Over the period, he and his wife have been able to send their 4 children, 2 girls and 2 boys, to high school and see them through university as well. If it is not for predial larceny, you can live. Marketing is not the issue, but the man, thieves, them bad. He lamented during an interview at the farm, despite the use of drones, night goggles with infrared vision, and spending lots of time on the property, Wilson has never been able to catch even one criminal. The establishment of the Fellowship Hall police station in 2015, which was strategically positioned directly across from the Hill Run Agro Park in the area, has not benefited the fish farmer. However, he believes that the crime fighters are hampered by the operational protocol under which they work, thereby thwarting their effectiveness. If your strategy for catching thieves is that you come with your bright lights flashing and sirens blaring, it is not going to work, because that time the thief them just hide in a bush and watch you. Tell me something, you can't catch thieves, sir? He questioned. The thieves operate with a tuck net, which they cast into the pond, and over a period of half an hour, they can steal as much as 150 pounds of fish worth some $40,000. However, losses spike at Christmas or Easter when there is an all-round increase in demand for fish. Only Thursday, the day before Good Friday, you can look for them. And we do everything. We set up drone. We set up everything to catch them. The truth is, you cannot get a security company to watch your farm. Who going to watch them? He asked. Operating the farm and especially trying to keep a pace of the thieves involves a lot of personal sacrifice for the farmer, who spends more time on the property than with his family. That's sad, man. The problem is compounded by the unwillingness of insurance companies to offer coverage for inland fishing. There is so much risk in this business that the insurance company will insure banana, plantain, coffee, cane, poultry, goat, cow, but they are not willing. Well, they are not insuring fish because them can't see it, Wilson lamented. No, can you imagine? And you know the worst thing about it? You see if this man or mutes them set up one good holy Thursday night and burn some of them criminals here. Them people them come out, come ball, so them innocent, you know? And is last them get last on the farm, you know? And some of them same people they eat the fish them for years, you know? See, what I'm really glad to still is that throughout this time of thieves pondering Mr. Wilson's farm, he or none of his family members have been hurt. That is good. Zane. And them something there. The police station they cross the road by all accounts. But I don't know. I wonder if they must. Never mind. I got so much things to say right now. More Jamaicans sending tips to Crime Stop. Zine, and this is in line with a video that I did. I was planning to upload that video on Jamaica, not Jamaica, JA Positive, but I changed my mind and upload it on Teacher. But if you sure how well it do, because I go sleep after. Where head of operations of the Portland Police Division, Deputy Superintendent Troyville Horton, would have, done a little song saying he's a proud informer and people should be proud informants. You understand? Good initiative, good gesture, Zane, and thing. We're seeing now where they're saying that more Jamaicans are sending tips to Crime Stop. If that is actually true, then that is a positive step forward. Executive Director of the National Integrity Action, NIA, Professor Trevor Monroe, says he's encouraged by the number of useful tips received by Crime Stop, which has doubled. The NIA boss disclosed that the monthly average number of tips received for the first 9 months of 2016 and 2017 was 100. He says this has doubled to 200 for the first 9 months of 2017-2018. You understand? And he was addressing Justice of the Peace recently, blah, blah, blah. This has resulted in the siege of contraband and weapons. Professor Monroe argued that while people are beginning to say what they know, JPs have a responsibility to help and encourage in this regard. Noting that encouragement sweetens labor, Professor Monroe said the amount of money paid out for the first 11 months of 2019 is 4 times that of 2017. So, that is good. I have heard of police stealing fish from fish farms. The oxygen, big up yourself, brother. Manners and respect. You know, boy, sometimes it things are in my head. You better them stay there, so, cause I don't know, sometimes I think some things in brother, when I normal, Yeah, me I say the police they live right across the road there, so. See that the man them been up to rob a fish farm day in, day out. Then something fishy. You understand? I not say what one things I say now. I just say something fishy. You understand? Yeah. Big up to the people them. Thanks Puchilo. Big up to the people them who have been calling Crime Stop. Big up to the people them who are taking a stance against crime and violence and criminality in this country. You understand? Big up to the people them who are proud informers. Zine, because the life that you're saving could be yours. The life that you're saving could be your child or your children's. The lives that you're saving could be your parents. Could be your husband or your wife. You don't know, Save a life, man. See? So, Adar Ian, if me, then I brother, I say what you think I say, no. I say something fishy. You understand? Then is that me I say? I never say the police them involved, but as I said, it fishy like with the fish thing there. You understand? Then me no know. Keita Scott, say so I go on, you're good. A long time to come and gone, me don't even know, you know. Scotty, you there? Me don't know if you're there. You understand? Then big up yourself if you're there. If you're not there, then where you got? I look fair. I don't say it, but yeah. The oxygen, I have no doubts in my brother. But as me say, I don't know of it still. But you understand, when you do the maths and you add it up, it not add up. So I just say fish thing look fishy. You see? A matter of trust. Solve crime by taking care of information, says former FBI agent in relation to crime in Jamaica. See? I think it's him this. It's not the best picture, but it's the one I got. Man, give them friend what they got. You understand? It's this brother. They ain't really clear still. It's probably choose me the FBI. He don't really want to show up himself like. Jamaican-born retired Federal Bureau Investigation Special Agent Jonathan Lacey believes that much of the country's crime issues can be solved by, among other things, the security forces being a great deal more responsive to the public. Eureka, no? Zin? He said that how the state's security apparatus deals with information it receives is critical in addressing many unanswered questions around solving the crime problem. People in all jurisdictions want to know that whoever they speak to, whichever institution they engage with about their concerns, that something will be done about it, Lacey said. It is a matter of trust, and it is more than about trust. At the same time, it is about them being way more responsive. The 22-year FBI veteran who was born in Mandeville, Manchester, before migrating to the United States as a child, said, he reasoned that while there were some similarities in relation to gun violence in Jamaica and the US, the manifestations were somewhat different because of the distinct gun cultures. In the US, for example, Americans are protected by the country's Second Amendment to keep and bear arms, while it is illegal to bear arms in Jamaica unless licensed to do so. Police statistics reveal that the vast number of murders committed in Jamaica over several decades have been directly linked to the plethora of illegal guns in the hand of criminals, and that many of them are gang-related. As a result, the Jamaican government has employed a number of special security measures, states of emergencies and zones of special operations to address the spiraling crime. But even with increased security measures up to December 28 last year, some 1,326 people were killed, which was an increase of 43 as I said earlier. See? And 2009 remained the bloodiest year on record where 1,680 Jamaicans were killed. Lacey believes that part of the problem is how the information received by the security forces is used. He says that solving crime, particularly murders, should mean more than just making arrests. And we have a pause, sir. Remember, Javier J.V. Townsend, blessing. Remember, not so long ago, Zine, not so long ago, I would have spoken about a particular situation where the police were reporting that in their estimation, a murder that is considered cleared up is when somebody was arrested and charged. And I manifestly had serious concerns with that approach. Because for me, a murder being cleared up should be somebody's arrested, charged, tried, and sentenced, convicted. So a murder can't be cleared up if nobody not found guilty. That is still a open investigation in my estimation. Even if you say somebody was charged, tried, and acquitted, then me probably say, okay, fine. Zine, but you can't tell me say a murder is cleared up when somebody is arrested and charged, then that don't make no sense. You understand what I say? So he's saying that me I tell us me is not the dullest tool in the box, you know. He's not the sharpest either, but we're not so fool. We ain't too waste some other partner money. The FBI veteran said, seeing solving crime, particularly murders, should mean more than just making an arrest. But because as somebody who probably have training in law enforcement said, and somebody who has a name in law enforcement, it probably might make no sense. When me I say it probably don't make no sense. You can't tell me, say, a case is considered cleared up because they arrest somebody. Then that don't make no sense. The case clear up when somebody has been convicted, family. Then no common sense that. But then say common sense is a common these days, you know. See? Now, we won't be arresting our way out of that problem. What we need for that is counseling, some social services, and jobs with law enforcement. Further, there has to be real economic opportunities, social support, and psychological intervention in some cases as part of a broad-based approach to solve this complex, multifaceted problem of crime, said Lacey, who now operates his own security firm, Security and Training Solutions, in Buffalo, New York. See, in KLB 876, Happy New Year, brother. You understand? When I was speaking about my crime plan, I probably shouldn't write it and send it go get them, you know. See, these were some of the things that I would have pointed out that needs to be addressed if this crime situation is to be tamed. You understand? But I don't know. I guess probably a man like this can write it and send it go get them because I'm read it. You understand? Like me, you know, them probably just see me as a troublemaker. See, you know, who just see it the government. And I have nothing against the government, you know. I have nothing against no government. What I have things against is administrations and administrators in this country who really and truly have no vision. You understand? Who appears to not care about the situation we face. Who turn a blind eye to corruption. It no matter where you come from, if you're orange or green, if you're on the corruption team, teach them go beat you. It's a simple matter, you know. It no matter who your big family. You understand? So if the PNP forms the next government, and them, I do the same crap them, beaten. If the JLP remains in government and then continue to do the same crap, beaten. You no matter who, Sybil Jack. You understand what I say? It no matter. You understand? Yeah, man. They didn't feel like so we are partial, nobody. Yeah, it's a Bucky Marshall, not partial. Then teach them the same thing, man. Not Bucky Marshall still, but the partial part. You understand? Because you have to care for the things when you broadcast over your life, you know. Zane. I can't bother go back through that now, Adir Ian. I want to hold half an hour to reasoning that. You have to probably go watch back your last stream and one of them stream there. You understand? Yeah, man. I will probably write it. And it's not a crime plan. It's just a suggestion as to some things that may help to reduce the current levels of crime in the country. Yeah, man. Peeps, I forgot to find a picture of this brother, you know. I remember the story with Omar Collymore and Simone Campbell Collymore. You know that the police them did address some whole heap of people, seeing, and thing, and them something there. The police would have released a thing where them still try to find the next man. 100,000 reward for leads in Campbell Collymore's murder. See? A reward of $100,000 is being offered. Yeah, we look a bit of money that still. Through Crime Stop Jamaica for information on the whereabouts of Kimani Brown, otherwise known as Jim Brown. Or Indian, who should be able to assist in the investigation of the double murder of Simone Campbell Collymore and Winston Walters. Exactly 2 years ago, on Tuesday, January 2nd, 2018, at approximately 3:57 p.m., Simone Campbell Collymore and Winston Walters were brutally gunned down at the entrance of Forest Ridge Apartments in Red Hills, St. Andrew. Kimani Brown is of Indian descent, slim to medium built, about 5 feet 11 inches tall, and frequents the Portmore, St. Catherine, and Brook Valley, St. Andrew areas. Crime Stop is asking anyone with information on the location of Kimani Brown to call Crime Stop at 311 Zane, the nearest police station, and them things there. The police emergency 119 number. There's a many different ways. See? What time you get off? Do you have my information? Okay. So we are watching and see Omar Collymore. His trial has not started as yet. I think the police would have arrested 3 other men in connection to the murders. So I can watch and see. Zine? I specifically recall the police in a release. See? The police in a release leading up to the New Year's celebrations stated that people should cease and desist from firing guns as a means of ringing in the new year. Licensed firearm holders, I suppose they were speaking to. You understand? We saw where a number of persons would have been shot and injured, allegedly, while this practice was in effect. Journalists among 3 hit by bullets as Jamaicans ring in New Year. At least 3 persons are lucky to have escaped with their lives after they were hit by stray bullets thought to have been fired illegally by persons ringing in the New Year in the early morning hours of January 1. The 3 are journalists. A journalist who was hit in the chest while lying in bed. He wasn't actually laying down, he was actually sitting up, because I reached out to him personally. A 15-year-old girl who was hit in the forehead while she and others congregated in a churchyard after the traditional watch night service. And a woman who was hit while on a roof in Red Hills, Upper St. Andrew. So the reporter, Nationwide Network reporter William Mitchell, took to Twitter to announce that he was struck in the chest by a bullet that pierced his roof. While many were celebrating the New Year, I was being treated at the hospital after a stray bullet pierced my roof and struck me in the chest, Mitchell shared on Twitter. It most likely came from gun salutes. I only received very minor injuries. So for the New Year, let's not be as senseless as last year, Mitchell added while posing with what appears to be the warhead from the bullet. Responding to persons who were expressing their concerns, Mitchell stressed that his injuries were minor. He said there was mostly swelling and soreness. Swelling mostly gone. Still a little sore, but I am counting my blessings, he said. As I said, I would have William is somebody who I have been communicating with on and off in recent times. You know, he is a lead journalist for Nationwide. And you know, as your brand grow, you establish links and connects with different people. So I never actually see the tweet. Is after I see the story in the papers, I reach out to him and he must say, you know, he must show me the vibes and things. But he's okay, recovering. Zin? In the St. James incident, 15-year-old Abigail Mullings, a student of the Montego Bay High School, was hit in the forehead by a stray bullet as she spoke with fellow worshippers in the churchyard of the Emmanuel Chapel, where her father, Pastor Mark Mullings, had shortly before wrapped up watch night service. Her dad is also an ex-police officer. Abigail reportedly fell to the ground and was bleeding profusely from her forehead. You know, the forehead, I suppose. She was taken to hospital in Trelawney, where she underwent surgery. And it is believed that she was hit by a bullet fired by persons in Mount Salem who were celebrating the dawn of the new year. You know, Mount Salem has been the site of a Zozo for more than 2 years. You understand? You know, additionally, the parish is under a state of emergency. Any update on the young lawyer gunned down in Orchard? No, you're not further, Dexton. Nobody has been arrested in that case up to this point. So I do not know. I do not know if the police are making any headways. Probably they are, but they are not sharing it with the public per se. So I can't provide no update on that. So when we get, I'll be more than happy to share though. So in the third incident, and before I move on, the incident in St. James, the police were being blamed as the shooters who were firing weapons during New Year's. The police have since distanced themselves from the incident. Thankfully, the young lady is still alive. In the third incident, it is understood that a woman was hit by a bullet while she was on the roof of a Redhills home to mark the arrival of the new year. The 3 persons were shot and injured despite warnings issued by both the constabulary force and the firearm licensing authority for persons to desist from the illegal activity. Despite the warnings, illegal gun salutes take place in many communities across Jamaica every year as the new year dawns. Persons have been struck by falling bullets in the past. Why would you do? Brother, yo, boy, I don't know. Yo, the devil find work, yeah, Glenn still, you know? You know, say, Valentina Richards, blessings in the family. Teach Happy New Year. Sorry to be late for class, but what do you think about the man that killed the beautiful young lady? You know, we get into that story in a few in our family, so you can go and look like. You understand? And that's the thing there. So the thing set. You understand? But me can't. You tell me to delete that picture there. You know, see. So peeps, one little thing go on at Manchester. Well, 2 little things. They're not really little, but you know, let's give a things. I don't know, yeah, man. So the first one is in relation to a son who killed his father. But we'll get to that before. We'll get to that soon. And then the second one is the young lady, Chantel White, visiting Jamaican cop, well, ex-cop, likely the first person killed locally in 2020. It starts where it ended. Just a continuation, nothing new. A visiting Jamaican ex-cop who was gunned down after leaving a party in the corporate area was likely the first person to be killed in Jamaica this year. The deceased has been identified as Ricky Bailey, who resides in Canada. He was allegedly visiting the island for the festive season. Reports are that on New Year's Day at about 4 a.m., Bailey left a party that was being held at Sabina Park in downtown Kingston and was walking towards his motor car when he was pounced upon by armed men. The men opened fire, hitting Bailey multiple times before escaping from the scene. Bailey was later pronounced dead at hospital, and a probe has since been launched into his killing. Whoa! Condolences. Could this be a case where a man's past has finally caught up with him? Could it be a case where he and some people had some issues in the past, probably while he was serving or before he left the country? I do not know. What I know is that another man has been murdered in Jamaica, innit? Zane, apparently probably the first murder for the 2020. Zane and thing. Guess some people probably know same their yard and I don't know. It's away. Gruesome Manchester man allegedly slashed 75-year-old father's throat in grisly home murder. On a normal day, residents of Kiora, Georges Valley would have awakened to the cool Manchester breeze and the coos of native birds. But one day last week was not ordinary. The rural district woke instead to blood-curdling screams for help about 5 a.m. from a neighbor who was shoved outside her house by her 29-year-old son, Jayon Leon. So the mother was shoved outside. It is alleged that he then bolted the door behind her and proceeded to murder her husband and his 75-year-old father, Roy Leon, otherwise known as Barry or Sparrow, who is a tradesman. His throat was slit and his body dragged to the front steps of the family home where the suspect partially severed the head. Leon would have celebrated his 76th birthday in February. It appears that the alleged killer showered before changing his clothes, and then managing to escape the wrath of the community and the custody of the police. The horrific news has left relatives and residents in shock. So many declined to speak, and those who did were grief-stricken in the numbing aftermath of what some call the community's most gruesome incident in living memory. My sister-in-law is distraught. She is just trembling. She is completely horrified. How could a quiet youth just turn and slaughter his own father like this? Said Ruan Duar, who is married to the wife's sister. He said that the incident has left him in a state of shock. Tell me say I crash, him go crash and dead, and I wouldn't think otherwise because him drive hard. But this is something else. Never crossed my mind. Zane? Could this ever happen? Said Doar, who recently returned from a 6-month stint working in the United States. He said, he told the Gleaner that the younger Leon was at the house about a 5-minute walk across a slope. Zane? From around 6 in the afternoon on Sunday until approximately 1 o'clock Monday morning. Noticing nothing that would have given a clue of his intentions or what would have unfolded. Duar's aunt, who gave her name only as Miss Cherry, said the younger Leon had an argument with his father and wondered whether the discord carried through to the grisly death. Them articles are verifying though, I'm very tired. Even so, we'd never see any sign that could inform us that it was going to happen. But we noticed sometimes he would just space out. But it saw him stay all along. I did not know it could have meant something more serious, she said. For a resident, the shocking event belied the humble persona of Jayon Leon. They said, however, that the brutal murder had now left a stain on their community. Long time I know the youth. I never saw this coming. He was such a humble youth. He was acting strange lately. He must be under drugs, man. The way him kill him daddy no normal, one neighbor said. So Jayon Leon, who was reportedly in custody, was to have gone for a second job interview in Kingston the day when him kill him father. Zane having had an initial assessment at a well-known call center on Friday. He previously held a job at another call center in Mandeville before he resigned, family members said. Wow. Something about Manchester I get out on, I don't know what was the nature of the argument. I don't know what them that argue over. Zine, I don't know. But all I know is that the youth cut off him father head. Well, cut him throat and then practically sever him head. You understand? A serious business, that, Woman shot and killed in Manchester on New Year's Eve. That story has been one making the rounds. Initially, I did not do the story. I couldn't bother with the murder things. But then I got a clip of the shooting. Funny enough, I use the worst clip of the shooting I get because I have so many better clips. But I could not, in the video, well, I could have, but I chose not to show the moment that the young lady actually got shot. Ian say Ian says over land. Okay. But even so, then me not think of the little boy land. I must the daddy land. You understand? So then you kill your father over land, which probably chances are would then become your land anyways. Your father elderly, so him then probably, pass on one of them time. So I did not do a video of this incident initially. As I said, I can't deal with the whole of murder video them from time to time. So sometimes we just leave them alone. But then I decided to do the video late last night before I got my bed and thing. See, probably uploaded it the wrong time. Probably should have waited until this morning. But I think one of them things. Very sweet young lady, if I might say so myself. You understand? Very attractive young lady. Should have, according to allegations, gotten herself involved with a co-worker who was, by all accounts, her supervisor, and by all accounts, is a married man. And here we are. So she is 24-year-old Chantel White, of the Grey Grown community outside of Mandeville. She was an inventory clerk at the wholesale supermarket type establishment along Racecourse Road in Mandeville. The shooter, his name has not yet been released, but he has surrendered. So the man allegedly responsible for the New Year's Eve murder of a 24-year-old inventory clerk at a popular Mandeville wholesale turned himself into the Mandeville police station before daybreak on New Year's Day. The firearm believed to be the murder weapon was also turned over to the police. Accompanied by a policeman believed to be a family friend, the suspect, who is said to be the supervisor at the establishment, where the slain woman was also an employee, surrendered to the police shortly after 4 a.m. on New Year's Day, some 10 hours after the incident occurred. And as I said, the deceased has been identified as 24-year-old Chantel White of Grey Ground. And so the fatal attack, which occurred approximately 6 p.m. at the establishment along Racecourse Road, is believed to have stemmed from a lover's quarrel between the deceased and the suspect. So apparently they were romantically involved. Allegations are that she was in the lunchroom. I don't know, probably having her lunch. Seeing. Well, at 6 minutes sure. And he would have sent for her or sent to call her or call her. And she either said she not go or she not go. And he would have gone to the lunchroom. But when I watch the video first, you know, the man sit down there like him all a reason. Like, and then me just see the man get up and pull him gun. Saying, I don't know if the gun stick first because it look like him try to fire and the gun never fire when I see him put it back down. Because when him draw and aim, Zane and the girl go so, I wonder because when the shots were actually fired, you realize that there was some whole heap of things blow up based on the impact of the shot. So I do not know if he had fired first and missed or the gun actually stick or what. But put on the gun, look outside, and then lift up. And I think about 3 times him shoot her in her head. Died right on the spot. You understand? Cool. Zane? Cool. And then when I look all back on the video, you know, because I sit down and I analyze it. Even after the first time him aim, whether him fire or not, Zane, I'm not sure him fire because the brother when he sit down over there so never react immediately when him put back down the gun. So I don't know that a shot was fired. Zane? But even when the girl goes and come back, like she really never I expect him to kill her, you know, because it was almost casual if you really look at it. See? And them something there. You see? That means I Nadine, I said me no, I am not sure. People are suggesting that he did, but if you look at the video, the moment the first shot where hit her actually went off, there were some blue things that actually flew up in the video. Zane, based on the impact of the bullet being expended. So I never said that the first time, so I don't know that he had fired. He might have, I don't know. You understand what I say? But I don't know. Boy, I don't know. And then the revelation is that he is a married man. So apparently him have him family at home. And him, the man cool, yo. You understand? Man cool. You understand what I say? See, I know some people are going to say, never fire the first time. She said something just after he held down the gun. See? Yeah, Richie, that means when I look on it, it never look like no shot fire. See, me I wonder if him try fire and the round never go off. Zane and thing. Mom, I don't know. You understand? And the truth is, as sad as the situation is, we need to talk a little bit about it. Because I am sure the young lady would have known that he was a married man. It's very unlikely that she never know. See, the reality is that she should then probably never get herself involved in the first place. See? But okay, she got involved. Knowing what she might have known. The man on the ride to kill the girl, brother. You understand what I say? What kind of hard thought? I see some people on Facebook I see one comment where say there are two sides to every story and this man might have spent too much money upon the woman. It don't matter how much money him spend upon her, him don't want her. She never hold him down and take away him money. So if him even spend money, him get things too. You understand? So this notion about man spend money per woman, the woman them now hold it down and take away money, you know, it's weird give them, you know. Mojo Peter say me I put blade. Yes, you know not really listen. All I'm simply saying is that she probably would have known that the man was married. And if she didn't know that the man did married, she probably shouldn't get involved. That is what I say. I never blame the girl for nothing, family. Both sides of the thing me adjust. So me adjust for her side, me adjust the man's side. Then, boy, I mean I know still. But big up yourself still. Zin? No. Two families are at a loss. The young lady's family is mourning her death. And his family is bemoaning the fact now that he may be locked away for the rest of his life. Who wins? No one. Who loses? Everyone. That is it, you know. Who wins? Nobody wins. Who loses? Both families. What could have motivate the man for point the gun at the girl face, almost point blank range, and shoot her about 3-4 times, brother? Why? Him love her. You don't kill people like that. You don't kill people so you love family. You see him? What? She wanted to end the relationship. So what? Relationships come and relationships go. See him? The Empress nice and clean family. Furthermore, I'm not going to road and see an Empress like that and not heal her. Introduce myself to her like. You understand what I say? She, like, I one of them girls, and it not for do that complete. It's not because she brown. Because if she did dark and sweet, I said to you, when you see her at street, we are going to make sure know so she look nice. So then what you mean? You understand? 24-year-old little girl. Have a whole her life here live. If you go live. And this man, boy, I'm in a no star. Sad. When you're looking at that brother your face still, probably tell you a few things if you have pay attention. You understand? Probably you're the best him ever do still. So, boy, I mean, I know. You know what? Make it stay away there. It is a sad situation all the way around. You understand? For some strange reason, I know you're in the stream, you know, jam. Like, we just do it in the stream. You know, I know that message was, that comment was coming. You understand what I say? You see him? Yeah. Sad. And the saddest part of it is that this is not the first. And this won't be the last unfortunate situation like this. Zane, auntie. Yeah, that's not. Yo, people must wonder why me there laugh off my face. Ah, boy. I am sure wherever he's sitting now, or lying now, or standing now, he's going back through those moments leading up to where he stood, pulled his firearm, and pressed the trigger, and ask himself why I'm really do that. There were news also that he would have killed himself. No such thing. You understand? And them something there. Ah, boy. Same thing again. Dinner share, dumpling and mackerel. We give thanks, cause something at the pot still. They work no easy. Tomorrow we gone back still. Good night, Jamila. Why? Some people don't say Mrs. walking on the street when me there say I see her that girl there street me and yell her. But me then yell her. Me I say, do you understand? Good morning, beautiful. You must say you're looking most attractive this morning. You understand? Then no that. This not look me a look her. Me just a yell her. But it's sad family. You understand what I say? Another senseless murder. Seeing another life lost that really and truly don't make no sense. Seeing another man with gun just doing crap and them something there. So me don't know. Ah, boy. Jaro 306, big up yourself, you know. St. James records first murder for 2020. St. James again. Entertainer the victim. A 26-year-old dancehall artist out of St. James became the first 2020 murder victim in the parish when he was gunned down in his community on New Year's Day. The deceased has been identified as Rowan McCarthy of a Lilliput, St. James address. So police reported about 12 noon, McCarthy was walking towards his house when he was pounced upon by a gun-toting man who alighted from a motor car. McCarthy was shot multiple times by the gunman who sped off in the motor car afterwards. The entertainer was rushed to the Falmouth Hospital in Trelawney where he was pronounced dead. And the St. James and other western parishes of Hanover and Westmoreland are currently in a state of public emergency, which was imposed last year. No, I think she's 21 years old, been working there for 6 years. Well, but the articles them say she had 24, so I'm not sure still. Seeing, she might have been intimidated by his position. He's a licensed firearm. So that is why she endured beatings. So Queen Cleopatra said he must beat her too. Okay, man, no. Zane. So I said, I see for the coach tonight. Oh, but everything good. Oh, Peter, we teach. But I have to hold the coach tonight. You know, so I don't really subscribe to that coach something necessarily. No. Me can work hard and buy better and me I sleep on coach. And if me I sleep on coach, I must come me choose to do that. You know. So you say that foreign TV something there, they really work for me still. Yeah, so then I say, me I sleep in a coach, it must me decide to sleep in a coach. Very easy, man. Yeah, so I think of TV this. Yeah. Alright. So we can move on. You have to take Kintin cover out one more time. Zane? Teenager killed in alleged shootout with the police in St. James. You understand? A man them a continue to take. Zane? Miss Teach. I did a walk one. Residents of Catadupa district in St. James are challenging claims by the police. As per usual. You understand? Nothing new to see here. Nothing doing. Zane. So residents of Catadupa district in St. James are challenging claims by the police that 19-year-old Davine Powell, wanna guess Davine profession from, from the same community, was killed in a shootout with lawmen yesterday morning. Now what time is this? I don't know. So following the incident, Powell's elder brother was taken into custody by the police. The police reported that an illegal firearm and ammunition were seized after the alleged shootout. However, residents are accusing the cops of killing the young man in cold blood. Hope that is not the case. I did run on my yard when I get a call that one of my son they are jail and the other one get shot by a stray bullet. And me for come identify my son, Gloria Sims, mother of both men, told the Gleaner. See, me never say surname in a Peter, me say him occupation. Yeah, man, he's a laborer, man. See, when me reach, them already wrap him up and put him in a bag and send him gone a funeral home. Them no make me see him up until now. Sims said that her son, who she called Pow Pow, why Miss Sims then call her son Pow Pow? No, do God. Had recently graduated from high school, having passed 8 subjects. Nice, very good. Sad situation. You understand? I lie them a tell pa me pitney. I lie them a tell. Him a never no bad man. Him a very, very bright. And just passing 8 subjects. Them father live overseas and anything them want him send it. So them not have no reason for bad. A tearful Sims said that her children were being targeted by some persons in the community who accused them of wrongdoing. She said that her elder son, who was also arrested during the incident, was also a very good child and was not a troublemaker. But the police's account of the incident contradicted that of Sims. According to the police, shortly after 1 a.m., they received a report that a group of wanted men had been spotted firing a barrage of gunshots in the Richmond Hill community. The lawmen say they proceeded to a particular house in the area when they were greeted with gunfire from armed men. The gunfire was returned and Powell was found suffering from gunshot wounds. An illegal firearm and several rounds of ammunition were allegedly taken from him. So the Director of Complaints at the Independent Commission of Investigation Western Office, Errol Chateau, said that investigations have been launched by Indicom. You see? So, in a hard, all them need for do is test him hand for gunpowder residue, get him fingerprint and see if he match up. If not, the police them who involved need to give account of the incident. You understand what I say? So if the young man was killed in cold blood, I hope that Indicom's probe will reveal same if the young man was actually a criminal and fired at the police, then him should have known that this couldn't happen. You understand? So we are watching and see when I cast on judgment. What does I say? We are wait and see, don't you see? Still with the police. Miss Cleopatra TV, I don't know why you didn't call your son Pow Pow. P-O-W-P-O-W, like he's in, as I said, the sound of a gun. Pow Pow. Police pain. Cops lament dislocation caused by the use of transfers as punishment. It has been well documented down the years that many police officers who would have fallen out of favor with their superiors were transferred because of said falling outs and disagreements to other police divisions by their commanding officers. See, we're seeing now where the police federation itself has gotten involved and have made accusations against some divisional commanders for said unfortunate practice. A female cop who resides in St. Elizabeth with her young child and assigned duties in Hanover went to her union to complain after she learned recently from her commanding officer that she was being transferred to Kingston. Sergeant Patrick Rowe, chairman of the Police Federation, which represents the police personnel below the rank of inspector, said the cop was convinced that her commanding officer did not give due consideration to her welfare and her ability to properly take care of her child. Rowe believes her decision to seek the intervention of the union sealed the young cop's fate. We called the commanding officer regarding the redeployment and asked that the member's welfare be considered. The commanding officer was offended that the member called the Federation and redeployed the member to Kingston, he recounted. The cop has since relocated to Kingston, Rowe said, while her case is being reviewed by the Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson. We made arrangements for the officer to be placed at a location that is convenient to attending to her child, Rowe said. Conversely, Rowe related the case of a male cop who complained to him recently that 3 months ago, his wife, who is also a serving member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, requested a transfer from Clarendon to Kingston so she could be closer to her family. She has not heard anything. Nothing has been done in respect of the application, and it is affecting their family life, he recounted of the cop's complaint. Further, Rowe pointed to the case of another male cop who described how his monthly salary is wiped out by the cost of transportation to and from work. He lives in Manchester and works in Spanish Town. The commute across parishes incurs expenditure monthly that renders him unable to sustain himself on the job for a month. He has applied for a transfer, but little to no attention has been given to his request. Rowe acknowledged that transfers and approvals for vacation leave in some instances are the prerogative of commanding officers. He noted too that Section 67 of the Constabulary Force Act bars the union from intervening in matters related to transfers, promotion and discipline unless there is a breach of principle. He, however, insisted that the daily complaints by rank and file cops are clear examples of how police commanders use transfers and leave approvals to punish subordinates. According to Rowe, the complainants are also proof that the administrative processes are open to too much subjectivity. He said that despite countless appeals to the police high command, the issue remains unresolved. There has been exhaustive cases of representation on this issue, and the high command has promised to address them, he told the Gleaner. So the police union boss set off an alarm within the JCF the other day when he first made the claims in a story published in the Gleaner. See, now Superintendent Wayne Cameron, president of the Police Officers Association, which represents senior cops above the rank of sergeant, told the Gleaner that he was surprised by the article itself. However, Cameron said he could not comment on the claim because the executive of the POA had not yet discussed them. Long and short of the story, see, is that the reality is and continues to be that some commanding officers have been using transfers and the non-granting of leave as punishment for their subordinates. And it's a dangerous practice in the sense that, one, can you imagine living in St. Elizabeth and having been transferred to Kingston? Your family is in St. Elizabeth, so you have to travel to and from Kingston for work. That don't make no sense. As I was speaking to a friend of mine who is a member of the JCF, Zane, recently about the situation, and she suggested that, because I was saying that, in my opinion, it would make sense for a person to be stationed in the parish that they are from. It have a human aspect of it. But she's saying that, one, some police division would be overcrowded, while some would not have enough people. And some officers do not want to be stationed in their parish. I mean, understand. Because you know, familiarity and them something there. So people prefer to go to other parishes. Me get that. But in placing or stationing officers, more care should be placed in their particular situation, seeing their place of residence and family life. Seeing, because one, as my friend pointed out, if you place a cop in 3-4 parish away from the one where them live in, Zine, and them have to spend how much money on transportation costs monthly, it will simply mean that the police force itself and the citizens of Jamaica will lose, because when a man spend out all that money on transportation and take care of himself, it means there are going to be some days where them can't come and work. So the JCF will be understaffed and the lives of law-abiding citizens in the country will be at greater risk. There's also a situation, because if you place me somewhere for work and me feel like you place me there to punish me, then I might not be as efficient and productive as I might be in an era where I am comfortable and happy. So who really losing if these accusations and allegations are true? The Jamaican people. Imagine you have to travel 3-4 parishes, go work. You're tired when you reach work, you know, man. So by the time you have to go on duty, you're frazzled out. Zine? So is the citizens of this country who really and truly are being affected by these unwise decisions made by commanding officers? So, if the allegations are true, which I have heard many cases of similar situations, then something ought to be done, and it ought to be done in very short order. You understand what I say? Because at the end of the day, a police officer does their best work when they are happy, when they are rested. Zane, a tired man can't police this country. A broke man who are worried about how am I going to eat after I'm left work can't police this country. And a point that I raised during the conversation is this. Then, it's not surprising that some of these officers are collecting money from motorists and other criminals on the road for sustain themselves. Because if a man I got pay 3/4 of his salary for transportation costs, and him can go out the road and pretend say I'm going to take it a man and a man give him a thing and say, well, it's squaddy, him going to take it. So these things are really and truly breathing other problems, Zane, because there is not a human element in the stationing, transfer, and granting of vacation leave to police officers. So squaddy, if him go a road and him know say him have to go home later and him not on a bus fare, what you think squaddy are going to do? Taxi driver in a problem. Some taxi driver feel in a problem still, you know. But not that type of problem there. You understand what I say? So, these are probably some of the underlying reasons why some police officers are harassing motorists on the road for collect of food. Because, and we not say it right, you know, don't get me wrong in the peeps, I am just saying that the lack of humanity, really, and consideration and thoughtfulness from commanding officers may be breathing other issues within the force and the country. Come on, man. It thing that's so difficult, man. It will not be perfect, but it can be better. Zane, you have to give consideration to mothers. You have to give consideration to husbands and wives. You understand? As difficult as them a make it out to be. And if senior cops are actually punishing police officers by transferring them from here to yonder beyond, Zane, or not granting vacation leave when it is due as a means of punishment, they need to stop it. These things are influencing inefficiency and professionalism among Jamaican Constabulary Force members. Because if a man have to go to work and him not have no money to pay a bus fare, he might go on road go look it. See, some of these men are lending assistance to criminals for a means of survival. And they never have to reach there, sir. So we need to be a little bit more considerate and thoughtful in a certain little things. See? And thing. Mojo Peters, we say everybody need a raise. Boy, hold on there. Hold on now. We soon talk about a little thing. Peeps, you know that they would have placed a ban on single-use scandal bags recently. And plastic straw and them something that you buy some juice or some place and then give one straw. As you put in your mouth, the straw just disappear like. You understand? Minimum wage, that is the next point. We have spoken about that. Well, we spoke about that during a stream recently where discussions are afoot to increase the minimum wage minimally. Zane, I don't know. We're seeing recently where politicians have been adamant, vocal, very strident, very militant that the salary that they receive is rubbish. Soon get to that. As a continuation and extension of said ban placed on single-use scandal bags, there has also now been a styrofoam ban in effect. So as of one day earlier this week, a ban is in effect on local manufacture, distribution and use of expanded styrofoam products used in the food and beverage industry. This is being done as part of initiatives to place greater focus on pollution control. So speaking in an interview recently, Senator Matthew Samuda said that public education has been done and he is comfortable that people are aware. Much like plastic bag, we expect that some products will take a little while to be fully used up, but we do expect that early in the new year you will see a marked reduction in the use of styrofoam food containers, said Senator Samuda. You understand? He said that the ban on expanded polystyrene foam products is better for the environment and public health. He also reminded Jamaicans that persons who breach the ban will face the full force of the law. We encourage people to be compliant from day one. As you would have seen, over 40 businesses have been fined since the ban was implemented on plastic bags. We expect that a similar level of vigilance will take place from the National Environmental and Planning Agency and the varying agencies, he said. So on the 1st of January 2019, a ban was placed on specific categories of single-use plastics. The ban relates to the importation, manufacture and use of plastic bags of dimensions 24 by 24 inches and thickness of 1.2 mil or less. I'm assuming millimeter. Zane? The importation, manufacture and use of plastic drinking straws, except those attached to juice boxes and Tetra packs, was well as straw utilized by medical sector and the disabled communities. And the importation of expanded polystyrene foam, commonly called styrofoam, used in the food and beverage industry. See? So, you know what I think go. So, 2 ministerial orders were signed under the Trades Act and the National Resources and Conservation Authority Act to reinforce the ban. The maximum fine under the Trade Act, Zane, plastic packing material order of 2018 is $2 million, While under the NRCA plastic packaging prohibiting order of 2018, the fine is $50,000, and both orders carry a term of imprisonment for 2 years. Right now, we still want to start them out of our hand. I'm just kidding. I am in support of the ban on plastics and styrofoams. I would have done studies, especially in and around Kingston and around that stretch from Mount Harbourview to the waterfront in downtown Kingston, where you would be amazed when you go to the end of some of these gullies to see the accumulation of plastics and styrofoam cups and boxes and other containers, and you wonder if people really and truly did nasty like that one. See, some of these things, especially the plastic, takes hundreds of years to break down, as many of them are not biodegradable and as such. So many times you see people come on TV a ball for justice so the mouth flood out. There are times when they are the cause of their own dilemma, but sometimes other people up further up in the hills are the cause. And many times these are some of the things that block our waterways and gullies, facilitating flooding during peak discharge for these waterways. So I have no issue with it, in all honesty. See? Auntie. You understand? Yeah, man. Serious. Yo, boy, I don't know still. Private sector nudges PNP and JLP. Private sector nudges PNP and JLP to break silence on gang links. I probably need to do an individual video upon that something. Yeah, it's a good topic. 3 of the island's main private sector groups have expressed disappointment that both the governing Jamaica Labour Party and the opposition People's National Party are yet to publicly denounce any association they may have with criminal gangs. In a statement recently, the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce, the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica, and the Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association said that both political parties had given such a commitment at a crime summit in October. What happened to the commitment one did give in October? Say, Uno will publicly denounce association, affiliation, alignment with gangs in this country. As 2019 closed with over 3,000 murders, we once again remind the political directorate that dealing with the issues related to the safety and right of life or to life of our citizenry is non-negotiable. In this regard, we must also place on record our disappointment that the commitment made by both parties in October to publicly repudiate any connection between their respective parties and the criminal gangs has not yet been done, the joint statement said. The private sector bodies are also calling on Jamaicans to join them in holding politicians to account and for the removal of partisan agendas on crime. Me ready when I'm ready. You understand? Meanwhile, the 2 private sector lobby groups said they have recently received a progress update and provided inputs to the working group developing the national consensus on crime. As part of the update, the groups acknowledge and support that principles that have been documented to underpin the programs, initiatives, and approaches of the consensuses. The grouping also acknowledges that there remain points on which national consensus needs to be attained and urges the committee to have these resolved as a matter of utmost priority. We anticipate a February 2020 timeline for the conclusion of this exercise, the statement said. If the private sector, the Manufacturers Association, and the rest of them think say, the PNP or the JLP go and come out, come say, we align or affiliated with dance, or we used to be and we are no more. We don't have a long wait. So we don't make them chicken in a meeting up at one hotel there. You understand me? I said, then, boy, I don't know. So, peeps, you know night a come, so we got done that stream, yeah. See? So we have two sides left, one white side and one black side. Yo, pack caps to them for increase minimum. I double them for double minimum wage at least, brother. You understand? But you and me know that now got see? MP's pay is rubbish, says House Speaker Pernell Alfonso Charles. Alfonso is not the man me good name here. Charles Sr. wants elected officials to be in a position to take care of constituents. See? Yes, Loxy, we understand that some business can double it, but it can be increased. You understand? Soon to retire Speaker of the House of Representatives, Pernell Charles Sr. has labelled the salaries that parliamentarians get as rubbish and wants representatives to be placed in a better position to take care of those who vote for them. I really that to know why, Mr. Charles? I don't want more money in the phone pocket. You understand? Charles Sr., who will not be facing the electorate as candidate for Clarendon North Central, which he now represents in Parliament, in the next general election due in 2021, but expected this year, has ridiculed the salaries paid to members of the Jamaican Parliament, in particular saying that the roughly $300,000 per month is unrealistic and not enough to satisfy the needs of the people who depend on politicians for sustenance. Now I take off my glass now, I'm going to talk a little, because you see more time politicians have a way of saying some things, Zane, and because in Jamaica, sometimes many of the people who pay attention to politicians are persons when I really understand some of the big word them, I'm going to break it down. First and foremost, Mr. Pernell Alfonso Charles. The $300,000 that he is referencing is the salary given to politicians. That is separate and apart from the constituency development fund that is granted to every political representative in the House of Parliament. The 63 of them, I will repeat and I'll repeat slowly. This notion where MPs have recently come bawling say them not get enough money and them can't take care of them constituents, we need to address it in a very frank way. The $300,000, which is the basic pay for an MP, notwithstanding those who have cabinet responsibilities, are senators who get money for each sitting. A member of parliament who not have no cabinet portfolio gets basically $300,000 thereabout. No. They have been saying recently that this $300,000 is not enough to take care of their constituency. However, again, let me make the point abundantly clear that this $300,000 is separate and apart from the money that each MP is given under what is known as the Constituency Development Fund. So don't make no politician chikuno, but say them have to take care of them constituency with them salary. Not no go so. Put on back my glass now. Alright. Next thing you know, I'm going to put this into context again, you know. Zane, who go to school, go study, and sit exam to become an MP. Nobody never send no go to school for that, brother. Nobody never tell no say, if you go be no MP, you don't want to be it, so you take one to get. Zane, versus one nurse or one teacher, we go to school for $1 million years and I get $10. Versus a doctor, we go to school for $2 million years and I get $20. See, when teachers are ball, so they want to raise a pay, then you hear so we wicked and we don't mean the nation's children, them not good. You understand? And we not have no understanding and we all about the money and we should be paid based on performance and we're not doing anything for the nation. All man are evil and said cow for a year. See? No, you hear a politician pay rubbish. A politician earning $300,000 is really and truly double the salary of a teacher on the lowest scale in the high school. So the teacher now no senior teacher responsibility. See, so that $300,000 is 100% increase on that teacher's salary. That teacher, I promise you, if that teacher is doing their job as best as they can, is doing 10 more time work than any politician in Jamaica over a monthly period. And you still get twice the amount of money what a teacher they get, we are do more for the country than you. Teachers have taken wage freezes left, right, and center like we're Eskimo. And then, after the wage freeze them done, and we say we want a little raise, you either say at 3.5% or 6% over 4 years or XYZ. And I as a politicians don't forget pay. Zine. But now, more and more politicians have been coming out recently suggesting that them are dead for hungry. Then if a politician are dead for hungry, then imagine what our nurses and teachers and police officers are facing. Famine. So they are making it sound like we have a responsibility to them. It's uno have a responsibility to we. Uno not pay we as we pay uno. Uno see what I go on. Eh? Listen this now. To be a good parliamentarian requires that you have to take certain interest in the constituency when it comes to the people. I don't know, you see with that. For example, education, health of the family, the welfare of the child, and the environment in which people live. The 83-year-old veteran said, me no easy with that. There is no way $300,000 can compensate anybody who truly going to want to represent a constituency. If you have to assist with medical bills and they come to your office every day, in educating the child, providing books, uniforms, transport and food, plus you have to assist those who are not working to take care of the children going and not going to school, that cannot do. But again, Mr. Charles, like all politicians do, you, sir, are trying to cover people's eye with wool. Mr. Charles, sir, do not go about telling people, say, yeah, use your salary to take care of your constituency. We're not saying you're not spend out your salary, you know, but we are saying that each constituency receive millions of dollars each year in the budget read in Parliament for constituency development. So stop try to tell people say uno run constituency out on a salary. Lie them lie. And next thing, why an 83-year-old man are doing a politics? But that's the next story for you next time. The politics that we play in Jamaica is not executive politics. When you drive past and say hi and wave, that is not what it is anymore. It is one in which you are family involved with a constituency. Seeing who do not have a job, you have to help them with some food. Who do not have a good house, you have to help them fix it. Who get a medical bill and can't buy the medicine, you have to buy it. Whose car breakdown, you have to help. It is a total involvement with the people. The involvement is to assist them in their everyday living for themselves and their family. And this is where now we don't forget a beating. Because if after 830 years of being a politician and an MP, there was not enough done to facilitate development and job creation in that constituency, you would have failed as a member of parliament. Your job is to facilitate persons earning a livelihood for themselves by creating the opportunities to provide employment. Yes, everybody now get job, but some of them same people that not talk about a beg on the left, right, and center. If there were more opportunities available for these people, them won't have to beg on. A wicked people, we have money beg people money, you know. Most people are not wicked people. So if them have money, they're not going to beg you. How about providing opportunities for these people? See? How about leasing some land to some people in another Clarendon for them to go farm? How about providing some seeds and some fertilizers? You not try to trick people, you know. You can't grow on, you don't see my head big. You can't grow on my head. You understand? Watch this now. Yeah. So, what is being paid to an MP if he is doing his job is foolishness. If you follow me to the country, I will drive through, and the request that follow me everywhere I stop takes care of the month's salary that I get if I have to respond to 50% of the request. But Mr. Charles, sir, again, it is for your fault. You are the ones who would have created an environment where you believe in this handout mentality. So you start it, you finish it. You understand? You were the ones who don't know all school politics with this pork barrel thing, where you have to give people things. So if you start give people things, where you think people are going to stop wanting things? It's all they tell them to start give people things. The things they want to give people now, give them. The plate of curry goat and white rice and drink a rum, brother. We want sustainable livelihoods. Seeing jobs, good roads, light, water, safety, and them things there. You understand? So when you first start this handout mentality, so people will continue to stretch out them hand. And Mr. Charles, again, sir, you keep on saying that your salary, when you and me and every sensible Jamaican know, say, every year the constituency gets millions of dollars for the constituency development. For I now say it is enough, you know. I am saying, you know, get money if you take care of the constituency. So stop tell people so not using a salary to take care of constituency. Because we don't know not do it neither. I'm want to see this, you know. Backside. Tired of one too. I don't read it and go me bed. See? Charles Senior said one of the reasons why people are not voting anymore in high numbers is because they complain of not getting benefits from politicians. So who for fault that? Eh? Me no wrong people them. No benefits, no votes. You understand? You no one to expect. Only if you just get up and do nothing and get vote, then it's who to be. Yo. Right, I know when I get my dark, you know. Cross. You're angry. Me is a sure. What you say now, peeps? Make a move on. Eh? When you have a population like Jamaica, where 50% of the people do not vote, why you think they are not voting? Because it no make no sense. You know what I answer? Let me answer again. Let me answer in English. Because in Jamaica, politicians are time waster. Sure. It is because they don't get nothing. Because that is how you set on a thing. You feel what I say? You see? Hey, I'm going to finish with this. They have their prescriptions folded up until they break. They have no money to fill them. If the MP don't give them, they can't fill it. Plus, a lot of them don't eat, don't buy no clothes, and their children do not go to school. And I am saying this is an indictment on the political directorate. If at this stage in the country's development, you will tell me say people prescription full up till them break, them not eat, it's who for fault? Where all of the billions of dollars that would have been misappropriated and fleeced and robbed from poor people that should have been spent on poor people, right there, is who and who for friend them got it. Now tell me nothing. Put on back my glass. A paragraph by paragraph may I be to know tonight. You understand what I say? You see? It's come like you have a unit plan and you have different lessons in it one by one. Listen to this now. Maybe our politics is wrong. Let me read that slowly. Maybe our politics is wrong. Finally, a sensible statement. Maybe our politics is wrong, but we give the impression that we can help if you vote for us. What happens? I tell a man, vote for me, and I will help him. He wants his house to fix, I will help. He wants his road to fix, I will help. And you promise them something that is directly affecting them. Like they don't have water in this area from whenever. You say you are going to get water, but no water come. You say you're going to get electricity, him don't get it. So why you think a man will vote for you on election day? If you have no electricity or water or road, or in picnic and attend school. It's because the MP is poorer than many of the people that they are serving. And conversely, some MPs are richer than everybody put together when they must serve. You know why, Mr. Charles? Alright. I am not saying that you will always be able to do all things that are necessary. But right now, you're not doing any. I have been in a constituency for 20 years. And half the constituency don't have no water. The man should have shame. A man who is an MP for over 20 years or come in our interview was saying I'm dead for hungry. I say half I'm constituency over 30 years not got no water. Then what have you been doing? Where has the constituency development fund gone? Really gone, but are gone. Yeah? I remember in 2015, I think, I went to Glengoff on Independence Day. You know, them have some donkey race around there. Then, in visiting that constituency, I noticed that you have a lot of tanks and donkey or catch water. That's why them have donkey race, because enough donkey around there. Them have donkey or catch water and all of them something there. Then, I say, you know them at the age, and then come to think of it, I wonder to myself, who is the MP? But not very long after, you know, a donkey race, big thing. Then, donkey them fast, you know, faster than the politician them thoughts. Them slow. Me see the driving, and when me hear say the MP come, me see the MP. Guess who was the MP? Robert Pickersgill. You know Robert Pickersgill was who at the time? Minister of Water and Housing. How can you be Minister of Water and Housing and your constituency now have pipe water? I never see them sitting from me say, if me is Minister of Housing and Water, everybody in my constituency have water and who ain't got no house or get house. May I repeat that, you know? If me a Minister of Housing, sir, and water, every Jackman in my community have water in yard, and every Jackman lives somewhere. Say if I forget some cheap house from Food for the Poor or through NHT, they might get house because I'm me a Minister of Water and Housing. If me a Minister of Transport and Works, every road in my community have a seal off. You know understand what I say? If me a Minister of National Security, my constituency have to be one of the safest in the world. If me a Minister of Health, no only pass settlement of water for mosquito breed up and can't hinder. Because me in the ministry that can take care of this thing for my constituency. Other Ian I say no so politics, but me I tell you say if me did in the family. Then me I tell you if me did in there. Me said then me I tell you if me did was there. Sir, me can't be Minister of Water and Housing and no water no in my constituency. That can't make no sense. Yes, Adar Ian. And that, brother, I know all of how the politics work. I know. But me I tell you, say, if I was Minister of Water and Housing, me nah stop make representation till everybody in my constituency get water, sir. What me say? Oh, me feel responsible for water and my people them. I will catch water with donkey, sir. So me nah tap until cabinet have to sign it off, sir. It's represent me, I represent my people, them, and myself, me I represent, you know. So if me have the opportunity as Minister of Water and Housing to help my people, them how them fi catch water upon donkey, me not top come out of the Prime Minister years until water reaching on my place. So if I want thing, then get his water, you know, because I'm responsible for water. Man, give them friend what they got. How can you be an MP for 20 years and you tell me say half of your constituency not get no water and every year you get development funds? Fund. One at the time, I think they want to get about $40 million a year. He probably cut and then he increase back and then sitting there. Think Bruce would increase it to 40 and Portia come cut it to 50 and then Andrew must increase it back to 20 and then must say they might increase it again. How can I be Minister of Agriculture? Zine? And the youth them in my constituency, Eagle, and not farm. Me not understand. And look here, I tell you, when me hear, I go down at Glengoff, go see the people them down at Glengoff I catch water at some tank where rain have fall, you know. I go catch water with donkey empire, you know. Put back in there, and Philip Paul, you know. Robert Pickersgill was Minister of Water, and I say me never forget it. I saw me turn up and looking at me I try to figure out how this even possible. Make we move on. The man say, I have been in a constituency for 20 years and half the constituency don't have no water. You should be shamed, sir. And water is in abundance 2 or 3 miles away on the flat. A quarter of my constituency don't have electricity. You should be ashamed, sir. Because the rural electrification program cannot work up there. It's rubbish. The man who has also served as senator in the ruling Jamaica Labour Party said, as an MP, you have a responsibility to your people. See? And you know and me know that MPs get things done. And if MPs are strident enough and persistent enough, things do. You understand what I'm saying? I went, shall we there now? He proceeded to give personal experience of voter apathy, which he said affects almost every representative. I went to a man to ask him to vote for me. He said, Mr. Charles, I will vote for you. But you see the road that come to my yard, you have to fix it before election. No, this is the night before the election. Zine, Adar Ian, the money just not enough. Yes, family, you know you not listen when me talk, brother. Me not expect them things have to do overnight, brother. But we have been an independent country from 1962. All of these constituencies have had member of parliament since the devil was a boy. So everything now got happen overnight. Zine, a man just not start build a house today and it done tomorrow. Them dig a foundation and then them lay some block and then lay some more block and lay some more block till them probably deck it off or roof it off. Then them cast the wall them, just the wall them. You understand what I say? Then them do them things and paint and put in fixtures and then they move in. So that will take a while. So if each MP come and do something and somebody else advance the thing and move on the thing, the country should have better, brother. Look how much millions of dollars the man them thief and use up down the years. Me no want hear no excuse in a politician around here. You understand what I say? Because them no mean we not good. Some of them mean we sound good, but some of them no mean we not good. You see? As me as a family, the thing now go do overnight. But there's no MP in the country where from the country get independence, he must still MP. So MP come and MP go. So if you first MP say, okay, we're going to start work on the road them. The next MP come, work on some more. The next MP, the road them done. We're going to work on water. Then we're going to work on electricity. Then you tell me, say at this age and stage in Jamaica's development, 2020, communities in the country still without electricity and running water, brother. And then they're going to have the nerve and the gall and the audacity to say that MP salary is rubbish. It's like, Funny enough, I did a video the other day. And you know, it was just out of being mischievous while I did that video of the Prime Minister's house. You understand? And me see some comment that say all the road we run along the Prime Minister's house. Nice. You couldn't expect for the Prime Minister to live by road with patrol in it. Think about it. People are saying, look here. And as I said under the video, irrespective of how we perceive politicians, Andrew Wolner's situation is a bit inspiring. I don't know exactly where Andrew getting money from, Zane, but him say him invest and him do all sort of things. The reality is that you can't expect that the Prime Minister are going to live in one local touch, sir. If the man are the Premier Minister of the country, he must lead by example of what he want the vision for the country to be. So, if you as an MP, Zane, a Minister of Housing, then all the house them popped up. If you was a Minister of Transport and Roads, all the road them full of patrol. If you was Minister of Agriculture, how come a cutlass and one farm man them have to run this farm with? You have to use the cloth what you have as an MP to get things for your people. That is what you are. You are a servant of the people. You don't serve yourself, brother. See, something there. Fire us, bless Andrew a criminal. Well, me don't know about that part still, brother. See, what me I say right now is that you can't expect the Prime Minister, the road where the Prime Minister live and go full of patrol. Then what kind of Prime Minister you? If I went there and I saw a patrol on that road, I would be most displeased and cuss the Prime Minister. You can't live on one road as a Prime Minister and patrol upon it. That I send a wrong message. So this is what me I say. As leaders, we have to take care of our home base. Zin? As a politician, you have to take care of your yard. Because all of the cabinet portfolios that you have, you only have them because you were elected by the people to represent them. So you cannot forget about those people who you were elected to represent. And look, I have said this before. If a politician is smart, Zin, a politician can remain member of parliament for as long as he wants. You have a 3-room thing, 3 tile where you dance pan. Water, road, and electricity. If you are a wise politician, water, road, electricity, and everything comes after that. You seal. Give the people them good road for drive pan. Give the people them water them yard. Give them electricity and then you start work on some other social initiatives and things. You seal. I could finish up with this, man. Then move on. I got my bed like. Article long so. Put on my glass. Car. A man say, I'm go to a man and say, vote for me. And the man say, well, me vote for you. But say, you have to fix the road. A man say the night before election. Then call a link them and make them fix the road till the morning. You understand? Then you should know say the road they don't want to fix long before election time comes. Sir, I said, but boss, election is tomorrow. Him say him no business. And him don't vote. Then the man no vote. Zane, I have had to use some of my salary to do this. And if I don't do it, I could not run back. When you see a child could not go to school this week because he neither has bus fare nor lunch and he is not on path, how the hell are you going to walk away from that and say you are MP? But Mr. Charles, sir, if as a member of parliament, Uno did put in place some things to ensure that that family can fend for themselves, then you wouldn't be in that predicament. Remember, you said that maybe our politics is wrong. It is wrong, sir. Zin? And yes, me not say politicians don't spend out of pocket, but do not be tricked by these politicians when them a tell you, so them a use them salary for run them constituency. Them get something called constituency development fund. If memory serves me correct, right now it is $20 million per year. Am I saying that it's sufficient to run the constituency? No, I am not saying that. But what I'm saying that this notion that politicians are currently banding about that are them salary, everything I run off of is absolutely absurd and nonsensical. It's a farce. You understand? Fallacy really. See? Alright. Shall we there now? When a man comes to your office and say he's dying and he gets a prescription for a drug that is not at the hospital and he has to buy it, what are you going to do? Tell him say you don't have no money or you got teeth? And many MPs get into trouble as a result of that. Zane, teach 20 million a chicken feed. Yes, it is chicken feed. But is it being used to feed the chickens? In today's world, the man has no light in his yard and so him can't watch TV. There is no housing scheme that he can get a house. So apart from the fact that you are not paid well, you have to hide. Many MPs have to hide from their constituents and constituency because they are not able to fund the request. And people will say you're not going with nothing, man. You're not take care of me. Because they don't expect you to take care of them because that's so you set the thing. You understand? Show me there. My last. I'm going to find my thing, you know. Zane, we show me there. We show me there. And people will say, yeah, I do that already. Zane? In blood letters, the politics might be very wrong. Not blood. In bold letters, the politics might be very wrong. Yes, sir, the politics is very wrong. But it is open before you. A man considers his vote very expensive. I don't, sir. You understand? I will never collect money for my vote. Because that's not why I vote. Zane, I vote for the betterment of my nation. Zane, because a politician can come around here, come trick me and buy me out. You understand? You don't be a buyout people, so you have to continue buy. You can't train a tree after I get whole, you know? You have to do it from it young. And from the politics young, you know, set the tree a particular way, now the tree whole, then one thing could not go do. Eh? But how does Charles Senior feel about the view that the MPs will break people into bad habits? That is the MPs who break people into bad. No. The politics from the beginning is to promise people that you can do things for them. If they do a thing for you, yes, water, housing, education, light. No one to know something, family. I will give you house, land, water, electricity, school, hospital if you vote for me. From the beginning, Buster promise a little of this. Norman promise education. Buster promise food. The people say you can't name education. You have to get food. So Buster win. Because the man say you have to get food before him can go to school. Norman said once you get education, you can get food forever. So the thing started from there and nobody tried to fix it. Nobody tried to fix it. Everybody just come. Okay, it starts up, I could continue. Alright. That's how it start. It's never executive in Jamaica where MP is to assist in governance. A MP is to assist you in your yard and your domestic affairs. No. I don't think so. In our countries, the executive is governance. If we don't send a drum of water to a man's yard, him don't drink tea. If we don't throw a mile on him road, him have no road. If you don't give him a bus fare for him children, they don't go school. If we don't give them something for lunch, they don't eat. And I am saying, it is an indictment on the government, whether it is the government of the day or the government of the past, that we are still in these kind of predicaments and situations. What have we done since 1962 to fix these issues? We have simply compounded these issues with tribalism. That is what we have done, you know. We have compounded the issues instead of trying to fix the issues. Charles insists that the whole politics has to change. You think? Government, he said, should be giving full support to what he termed the things that MPs need to do. Among them providing electricity, water, healthcare, education and security. That's a government business, the elder statesman suggested. Right now, those things are the business of the MP. And if the MP can't carry them, him not get no vote. Somehow not get no vote. So what the MP is getting now as pay is foolishness. And all it does is stimulate him not to go into the constituency. All it does is say to him, if you go out there, you are going to lose because the people are going to see you and ask you for something and you cannot give them. I am lucky that I have 4 doctors in my family. I send patients to my children. My son gives millions of dollars in surgeries free, but not every family is that fortunate. Very good, sir. You raise good children. Thanks. You cannot blame the people because the politics of today is I will vote for you if you can assist me with my difficulties. And I promise to assist you with your difficulties if you vote for me. So once you vote for me, I have to hide. So the next time around, I am not voting because I saw you set the thing. For no problem that, not for me. Rather than providing incentives to voters for them to exercise their democratic right, Charles Senior suggests that an audit should be done across Jamaica to know what the needs are in certain areas. What do you mean what the needs are in certain areas? But maintains that there needs to be revision of our politics, you think? Charles is also firm in his view that by improving the remuneration of politicians, parliamentarians, it will improve the quality of candidates who would want to become involved in politics. Me no agree. Uno fix no politics and no turn with it. You understand? Uno set it so, I feel no thing that uno lucky. You understand? Who they telling you to start it so? Who they telling you after them start it so uno shouldn't change it? See? We not say the thing, every constituency will then be first world. But we have said that every constituency in the country should be in a better position than they are now. Considering all the amount of money that has been misappropriated and fleeced from Jamaican taxpayers. By who? By politicians and them friends. Eh? And stop walk and tell people about not using the salary to take care of constituency. You not get constituency development fund. Yes, as ADR Ian or Adar Ian, I don't know the pronunciation, say you know enough. Me agree say you know enough, you know. Zine, but it can't stop a gap. And if it is used wisely, Zine, and you can't be all things to all people because some of the same people that want to get things to not vote for one either. You cannot be. Look here. For example, is YouTube here, so. See? You can't be all things to all people. It no matter what you do, people are going to have issues with it. See? You do an interview, you know if it stand up. See? You do a video, you shouldn't do the topic there. You shouldn't talk about the M and there. See? So no matter what you do, people are going to have issue with it. You try sound a little bit semi-pro instead of amateurish and raw Jamaican. You know sound good and you can't read. Then it no matter what you do, people are going to have issue with it. So at the end of the day, you work with the majority. Me have 140,000 subscribers. They would have subscribed because them okay with what I do. Me not worry about the people that want to subscribe, family. Me not worry about where a man will just come on the channel and I come chat off his mouth. Me I work with the people them who has been loyal to my growth. So at the end of the day, you can't please everybody. Some things gotta give, man. So you can't fill every prescription. You can't send every single youth go to school. So you gotta try. But at the end of the day, is that politicians in Jamaica largely has not done enough for their constituencies. That is the fundamental thing. And I am saying, no politician in this country should get a raise of pay before police, nurses, teachers, and then the minimum wage is increased. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I rest my case. Peeps, I'm done. You understand? You see me there, I'm sick, you know, but you know what I think, I'm sick me too, man. So, I one of them things. Tell man about you know dead for hungry. So what teacher do? Yo, me know teachers family. Even me back in the days when I time. Every month you end up at A squared. Zine, it is now Educom. Or over JTA, I take a loan for survive for the next month. When you get pay a month in time of a service, a loan for go borrow your next loan. We want to know about sufferation family. Want to know about, thank God we never got through the student loan situation. But we struggle. You understand our schools, teachers call it story, no normal, you know. We're going to write a few books, you know, but when we get look all alike. See? One of the people them who pay a student loan for nothing. Babysitter's fee. Being an MP is not a career. Most politicians had businesses or were working meaningful jobs before them get involved in our politics. So why all of a sudden all politicians are dead for hungry? I don't understand. The real sufferers them in the country are civil servants outside of politicians' family. Civil servants now get no kickback off on no contracts. Civil servants now get no backing from some tycoons in the country for favors after elections done. We now get a campaign financing. So what? I don't understand. And when politicians are dead for hungry at Jamaica. I don't know the people that are dead for hungry. The people that are really dead for hungry. And them the people that are dead for hungry. Boxer. Peeps, big up on yourself. Happy New Year. Kinda get dark look a while, but you understand? The things have not changed. The man say MPP are rubbish. If MPP are rubbish, you know what teachers pays what? Shirt without the R. The real people that do the real work in this country are not being remunerated. I want to talk about MPP are rubbish. And I'm over up, man. Peeps, big up on yourself. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Big up to the people that in the New Year's fireworks stream. You understand? My phone battery did that. And my phone I use stream. Zine, well, with the record, the fireworks on the main camera and thing. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. Probably next year I have a better phone and say look more thing. And probably go down in a crowd next year and then say, no, we don't know. People they think I use my drone. It's too much work. You understand? Plus the drone, if it run through battery quick and fast. See, and even though I have 3 battery, like I couldn't get no more than about 30, 40 minutes the most flight time out of them there. See, plus you're not gonna be able to pull in drone footage into the phone stream, so I have to set up a computer and have Wi-Fi, all sort of crap. So it couldn't work out. One of them times that we get to that level there, but you know what I mean, we just have that try a thing. Big up to the peeps them, the man them, you know, Jamaica, some foolish have to go on, man end up get shot down there. Zane, long story. I just saw your phone battery there than them, so they will even get into that. It is alright. You understand? I sincerely hope that 2020 will not have so much violence aplenty. Zane, that the murder rate will decline significantly if possible, that more economic opportunities will be available for unattached youths, Zane, for more graduates from colleges and universities will find more gainful employment, for corruption in low and high places will be exposed and people will be made to pay, for the justice system to become more efficient, for social interventions and programs to be rolled out across the length and breadth of Jamaica, and for Jamaica to start to realize its potential, to be the place of choice to live, work, do business and raise your family. Probably not in that order, but a vision 2030. You understand what I say? And big up to all the people them who have been supporting the work from The Devil Was a Boy from August 26, 2016 through to 2017, 2018, 2019. I would have never known that in 2020 we would be where we are. You understand? We give thanks. We appreciate the ones them who make that something possible. See, we do this because yes, we like it and the money no bad. Zane, but we also do this to fill the gap between mainstream media and unconventional media in as professional way as is possible. We try to be you know, we own man, stay in our own lane, stay true to ourselves, you understand? Try to be different in the sense that we don't really run down certain things. Zine, I want to hear me come and put the mic over here saying a bomba. Come and tell me I don't stream, you know. Zine and them things, we try to be as fair and as factual as is possible. Yes, we might depend on mainstream media for a lot of the content, but so what? You understand what I say? I don't want of them things. So mainstream media depend on CNN and BBC too. So why if we want to depend on them, then we're good with that. You understand what I say? And it is better to be right than to be wrong, in my opinion. See, so, you know what I mean? We're different. We're not sensationalize nothing. You understand? You know, so we say, oh, man dash your man round this, and man get dash around and them something. No. Because at the end of the day, you're dealing with the people, and you still have to show some respect, you know, trying to bring the information across. So we don't have the sensationalization and nothing. We just keep the thing vanilla, keep the thing fair, frank, factual. We try to be as objective as possible, but we try to be as fair as possible as well. We don't have no fear and no favor when it comes on to nothing. See, it no matter who you be or where you be, if you do something we need for adjust, you got to adjust it. Yes, certain things I might not say publicly, but you know what I mean? So we're not going to address it. You understand? We're not no political alignment, affiliation, connections, or preferences. Saying we are Jamaicans. We want the best for the country. You understand? We don't want PNP or JLP. We want the best for the country. So for the people that them tough skull with things that we have a political agenda, you couldn't be further from the truth, my friend. You understand? So we continue to do the things. We annoy some people. We irritate some people. We turn off some people. That's one of them things. It happens. You understand? People come, people go. Big up to the people them who have stayed. You understand? That's one of the most important right now. But the people them will come and gone, them did important back in the days. The people them where are going to leave. Because people are going to leave invariably. You understand? Because people fickle, you know. I have learned that people, you don't know people until you know people. You don't know someone, you understand what I say? Till you know someone. I can't tell you so. See? So that's one of them things. We take it each day as it comes. You understand? I know some persons have remained absolutely faithful and true to the work. Zine contributed in many different variety of ways. Zine, and my apologies to the persons who would have wished me Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm gonna just start clear out some of the messages them. Like you would be amazed as to how many messages I get on a daily basis. Via email, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. It takes a while. You understand? So some people might get a little bit, antsy because, me teach Happy New Year and all, no him no reply. Calm down. It takes a long time. Sometimes your message is 1,000,001 out of 1,000,001. Your message, you understand what I say? I just saw you go. Sometimes it take a little while. So just bear with me. Zane, I say, continue to offer your support. I really and truly crave that. Zane, on all 3 channels. Yes, let me say that. I am the proud. I am the proud father of 3. See, this is the big child. Teach them. You understand? And teach them sibling is Jamaica. And then now the newest child is JA positive. I have just started to do some work on JA positive. A lot of nice things coming with JA positive. And let me throw it out there. First thing, for the people that want to subscribe to JA positive yet, it's one hour wait pan. It's a new year now. I still have to come here, come cuss with you know. Zine, last year I have to cuss you know. Then this year just start. I still have to come cuss with you. Eh? We can't start the year in a piece. How come you don't subscribe to over JA positive yet? Positive things now work for you know. You know, into positive things. It's what I'm doing. And if you not subscribe to Jamaica yet, you don't make we have nothing in it. Zine? I don't big up on yourself. But you have to cuss you know sometime like. Zine? For JA positive, if you know of any story in Jamaica that you think is worth sharing, where somebody is doing something amazing, Zane, where somebody's story needs to be told, please feel free to hit me up and say, teach. I know that person here down at St. Elizabeth. He's a blind man and he is a major farmer. you need to go cover him story. I want video me see what I mean I say that. Me need to find the man. Zane, if you know somebody who has an amazing story, would have overcome odds and trials and tribulation to achieve something meaningful in life, say teach me know that person, when you cover them story. So you are the ground commanders for JA Positive. So yes, I will come across things like the artwork in downtown Kingston. Many persons never did know about that. So these are some of the little gems that we want to highlight. Some positive things amidst the sea of negativity. Zane, you know somebody who build them business from scratch and now them a do well, you say teach, I know that link there, I want you to cover that story, they are simple maths. You understand what I say? And running, it might take a little time, but you know what I mean? I am also, and this is something that I will not share with you until the day that it's done. I am currently working on something where I want to say give back, but it's not give back like giving back to you per se, but to give some stuff to Jamaicans who are in a less fortunate situation and position than you and I at this point in time. So it's something that I'm working on. Come this month then you will see, and to let the cat out of the bag yet, like Zane and thing, because it's something that I want to do on my own, even the first time, Zane, out of my own pocket, out of the goodness of my heart. Zane, eventually if people want to join on and say teach will like this, fine, it's not a problem, but it's something that I want to do, Zane, from within me per se. So it's not something where I solicit any help from anybody for. It's something where me want to do. And the people that are closest to me. Zane? And things. So on look out for that. As I say, for the people that want to subscribe to Jamaica yet, we don't need to go subscribe to Jamaica. It's a new year. We can't come over in a 2020 with the same. Yo, we don't mean we don't have subscription, you know? We don't go on like say, when you don't subscribe, you don't lose 1 pint of blood. You don't go subscribe over Jamaica, man. You don't go on like when you don't subscribe, you don't blood count drop. Yo, yeah, me say, man. You don't go subscribe over JA Positive too. Sure. No, I'm too. Zane. Auntie, you know, so no want positivity and 200 people subscribe. Then it's what I'm too. No. You don't want nothing. You see? So peeps, really and truly crave your support. See, somebody just subscribe. Zane, what is? Tiamani Ferran, Nadine Douglas. That me I telling you, man. You like me for come here come cussing up on a regular, you know, man. I mean not cussy like that, you know. Zane, you do better, man. You know, so no want positive things. I know, man, I'll go on positive things. You know, I run from positive things. It's like a girl, they must say they want good man, and when good man find them a run. Cause the good man probably are no hot boy like the hot boy what they want like. Then he can't be everything. You understand what I say? And them sitting there. Where you selling then? You know vote because I don't fix the road yet. Yo, the easy, you know. See, but peeps, big up yourself, Father Linda Johnson. Really and truly appreciate the support. Zane, Shamar Low, big up yourself, you know. New subscriber over J Positive, you know. Zane, some serious content that come over this summer. As a matter of fact, I let you know in a little secret. Boy, I don't know me I find time for me now. Peeps, you know, say, me sit down and me do up one timetable. A weekly timetable for me channels them, you know. Me still a work on it, you know, done it still. Zane, that is how serious the thing I get, you know. You know, me still a teach. Zane. So we have to try a balance the time. I wait timetable there. Zane. This is just I don't know if you know how to see it good still. Zane. Go up, sir. Yeah? And thing. So I just think reach it out. You understand? I may do a stream over on JA Positive and hear what that stream will be about. You know, over here, so we talk about some serious heavy things. Over on JA Positive, that stream will be probably just about 45 minutes to an hour. Will be about only positive things happening in the country. I do not know when me go do the stream. I try to work on it in my head. Because, we do roll call on a Wednesday. We do extra class on a Friday and extra class on a Sunday. Plus, the podcast, the podcast set up there right back at me. I say, I can pull on green screen, show and look a bit of things. I don't want to show too much things, So the podcast setup is being created back here, so. Zane, early days. You understand? I'm just showing a few things, you understand? Zane, and then something there. So the podcast will be recorded on a Saturday night, I think, and it will be posted on iTunes and Spotify on a Tuesday night. Plus, the video aspect of it will be uploaded on JA Positive on a Tuesday night as well. So, a whole heap of work, bro, peeps. A whole heap of work. Zane, we have to try to balance the thing. Probably it's too much work. But, if you want to go, then knows if you run. Don't. Zane, and you can't be the same person you were last year, this year. You have to advance, you have to move on, you have to grow, you have to expand. So, I am willing to do that. Zane? Lord teach. You are tired yourself. You need a co-host. Sure. Everything take time, man. Everything take time. You understand me? I say? So we are try balance the thing. I'm not sure when I do the stream on JA Positive. I might start streaming soon because I want some watch time, Zane, to get that channel monetized. So because at the end of the day, peeps, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You understand me? I say? And thing, teach, you kept me up past my bedtime. You know what thing go, man, any class nice, man. You know what thing go, not sleeping around that class. So, Zane, teach, when I want to feel some yard vibes, I drive with Jamaica. So, I tell the father, my Clary, big up. So, you see, we have something for everybody. You understand me? I say? So, that's how it thing go. So, I don't know, I go do a local poll on the main channel to see one of the best time to do the stream for JA Positive, Zane and so go on, hold some reason. And think that setup then not finish it. I think I over there some more stream from. I'm probably going to start stream from yesterday in the meantime. You understand what I say? So we are do some things, peeps. And you know what I mean? We are take a little time. The things expensive, but we are putting in the work and we are get the results so we can acquire the things one by. The only issue is that the things they are foreign like. And when them come here, they're not cheap for clear and them things. But we are take a little time. So you know, I build a little thing, we build a little brand, one little something. The motivation is Linus Media Group. I think Linus has 3 channels. Linus Tech Tips, Linus Tech Quickie, and I don't buy next one. But you know, it's a local vibes like that. But you know what thing go? Teach, you need an intern to help. Things will come along, Jason Gallimore, man. Everything will come along in time. As Alkaline say, he answered up on my left hand. I may not have any know still, but time. You know what I mean? Everything take time. But I just share. So for the year, Zane, Queen Cleopatra TV, thanks for the subscription. Really and truly appreciate that. Zane, and them something there. Zane, and thing. You know what thing go? So peeps, what they are going to put in the work is a new year, new gear. You understand? It's challenging, it's rough. In all honesty, sometimes. Thanks, Queen Cleopatra TV. I appreciate the support. Hope you will benefit from your subscription by appreciating the work that we'll put in on that channel over a period of time. I think I'll try to upload on that channel 3 times per week. Jamaica 3 times per week. You know, we upload and teach them every day. Zane and things. So we are trying to balance. It's going to take a little time and a little bit of time management, especially this term at work. Will be really and truly hectic. We have parent consultation, we have Jamaica Day, and it's my department responsible for Jamaica Day. We have Sports Day, I am house leader, Zane. Think prize giving is this term as well. A portion of things. So it'll go rough, but you know I think the interviews come on goal in my brother, big up yourself, the interviews will keep coming, Zane. It may be a little while between some and then they might come behind the other. We don't know, but the interviews will keep coming. Those have been doing very well on the channel. Some more original content, some evergreen content. We are trying to move away from the murder every day. You understand? And try to build some content that people will be watching long after Teach Them has gone. Peeps! Bombard at 12:30. I go on my bed. I know no one sleep. I there chat on my face. Big up on yourself. You need to go subscribe Shamar, big up yourself, brother, over J Positive and over Jamaica. Manners and respect, peeps. Appreciate the support. We'll talk some more on Sunday night. Zane, get some more info about a few local things and them something there. Go on, keeping on. Really and truly appreciate the ones them. I trust that everybody will have a prosperous and productive new year. Zane, everybody will remain safe and healthy. Junior Gully, he would have done the kidney transplant. As a matter of fact, he would have given his dad a kidney. Zane, the recovery, the surgery was successful. The recovery process is going way better than was anticipated. So we're glad for know say Junior Gully, you understand, was there to be able to assist his father like that. And thing. You understand what I say? And them something there. See, spell out the name of the other channel. Which one? Jamaica? JAHMEKYAH. JA Positive. Capital J, common A, and capital Positive. JA Positive. See the link them there. Just click on the link, man. That's a JA Positive link. See, this is a Jamaica link. So you don't need to worry about the name. Just click on the link and go across. Then you come back. Yeah, so I say, yes, I. Peeps, enjoy your weekend. Have something nice to drink. But if you must drink, do not drive. If you must drive, do not drink. You understand? When you go on the road, leave a big old headphone them. You understand? Load the Bluetooth headpiece them. Because the Bluetooth headpiece them connect to something, you know. People want to know why. They not connect to your big two family. You understand? Stop separate yourself from your environment with them. Una edit video. Una voice over. Una stream. Una load a big old headphone them, man. Me even like this a big old headphone and much less. You understand what I say? Them all about jewelry something there. Yes, you work for a year of money by it, but people take it and take your life in the process. It's not worth it. So leave them in your yard. You understand? Walk with only the cash that you need, Zane. If you must take public and keep your phones in your bags and in your pockets. Use them only when you need them. If you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. Take the license plate number. Send it go give somebody. Zane, tell people where you're there. Tell people where you go. Describe the car. Describe the driver. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. Above all, trust absolutely no one. For the people that might remove them, make them put up on them social media status, stop. People are prune. You understand me? I say be careful. For the people that want to live them personal life on social media, stop. Your private life is your private life. Between your husband or your wife. You understand me? I say? And for the people them who are suffering from the Instagram syndrome, fix on a life, a new year, find a new gear. You understand? Stop trying to live people's best life. Live your best life. You understand what I say? Not a next man life. Boy, me I tell you. Peeps, big up on yourself. I mean I say James Greg. Manners and respect, you know. Zane, James, not say a word in a family. Just shot me a one email or a one WhatsApp message. All the information in the comment section. In the description for every video. Mike Larry, big up yourself, you know. Queen Cleopatra TV. Miss Joan Gray. Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott. Auntie Millie. Mr. McDermott, big up yourself, you know. Happy New Year, my boss. JR360, Miss Sandra Bennett. Candy Diamond, shine bright like a diamond. Danny Black, Danny, big up yourself, you know, youth. Miss Black Horse, I hope you are okay. Miss Ruth Daly, O'Neill Gardner, Miss Ingrid Theater, Peter May, Julian Smith. Julian, my brother, where you deal with youth. You understand? Kush Love Entertainment, Father Dexter and Fremantle, Empress Sophia Kobe. Big up on yourself, you know. You understand? Lioness Sandra Bennett, Lion Kirk Neil, Matthias, Claudia Massop. Manners are respected the family. You understand me? I say Father Shamar Low, guidance for the child in the family. You know what I mean? You know what the thing go. Father Kemar Golden, manners and respect. I continually, you know. You know, Rasta man meds in the night, in the morning. You know, say I Saturday morning. See? Carl Sukar, Adar, Ian, big up yourself, you know. You would have had a nice vibe to the discussion. You understand? If you don't agree on everything, you know what thing we need people like you to keep a thing. You know what I mean? In check on them something. Me Sandra Bennett, Mike Jones, Diamond Clark. You know me Diamond Sachs and me Wallaby Clarks. You know the thing, you know. Yeah, understand. Who else me not big up? Let me see. Big up everybody with me I see. You understand? Boom. Zane. Yeah man. Father Mike Jones. May Watt. Peter May. All of the people. I know most people got on them better now. Kings of King Stevie. Big up yourself in the family. Manners and respect, you know. You understand? The Royal General. James Bond. Lord Chatbot. All of the people them with the debut and gone on them bed. Johnny boy. Brother, where you deal with? Everything good, sir? You know what thing, you know. You understand me? I say, wait, you're still live. Yes, sir. You understand? Miss June Reid, big up yourself and mommy. Hope all is well. Happy New Year. You understand when me I say, peeps. You know what thing go? Sunday, 8:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book for it. You understand? We not tomorrow, you know, so with me I got my bed like. You zine, peeps. Walk good. Step with Jah. Soon. Thanks for the support. Subscribe. JA Positive. You understand? Subscribe. Jamaica. Go and love up, teach them, said we. Miss Joan Levine. Good night, my friend. Yeah, I know what thing you know, Johnny. I know what thing got more time, man. But I appreciate the fact that when the man gets some time to come across, you still come represent. We appreciate that. But the persons who contributed financially tonight, Miss Sharm Lally, good night. Hopefully the shift finish and you reach home already. 306 Reason with Nas. Nasan, big up yourself and the family. I appreciate the support. You hear, sir? Peeps, Record Jamaica Day and JA Positive teach them. Make we see it gonna. Make we see how it go. You understand what I say? Yeah, man, make we see it go. Peeps, big up on yourself. Soon, Sunday. Manners. What good? I'm out.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.